Guys, listen up. As you get older, the best way to continue to look young, exuberant, and vibrant is to continue to take care of your skin. That's why I'm excited to have Tige Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. You heard me talk about them before, and you're going to continue to hear me talk about them because I believe in their products and the positive impact that they have on every man's life. Tige Hanley makes taking care of your skin so easy. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing that you don't. Every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. Lapeef family, I must admit, skincare wasn't always something I always focused on, but since I started using this system, I've seen improvements in the way my skin looks and feels. And you don't have to take my word for it. They have over 5,000 5-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers from around the world. I recommend you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer, and a PM moisturizer. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tige Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Tige Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click that first link in the description and you'll get 30% off the first box plus the free gift. Seriously, that's an amazing deal. Even though it's too early, as I often say, it's never too late. Click that link and get started today.
What's up, everybody? Sorry for the late start. Work called, was in a meeting that just kept on going, kept asking me questions, but it's all good. We're going to make it do what it do. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? All right, so welcome. Today is Friday, Trigger Mike Fridays on the Trigger Mike Show. Thank y'all for coming through. This is your favorite daytime show on the Lapeef Network. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming through. You could be anywhere in the YouTube sphere, but you're here with me today. We got a serious topic to jump into today, so greetings and thanks to you. Salute to our viewers nationwide and everybody that's going to join during the course of this show. We got viewers in Canada. We got viewers in the UK. We got viewers in Australia, New Zealand, Ghana, Nigeria. Welcome, everybody, from wherever you are participating from. Welcome to the Trigger Mike Show on the Lapeef Network. Thank you for your continued patronage. If you can do me a favor and please hit that like button, smash that like button right now. If you have not already, please subscribe to the Lapeef Network so you get all of the notifications of when we are going live on this network with the various types of content that we provide to you. We have daytime content like the Trigger Mike Show. We have nighttime content like Lapeef Let's Talk last night. That was a very chill episode, okay? I was hosting last night. That episode was very chill. Very, very chill. All right, so I apologize for that. I know y'all like to see some smoke. I'm going to talk to the big dog, see if we can get some of the brothers back. A lot of people were in the chat going nuts, so that was always fun, so I appreciate y'all. We had a very intellectual conversation yesterday, very little beef. I know y'all not used to that on Thursday. I'm going to be honest, I can't do it. I'm not like everybody else. I've learned to lean into myself. Whatever it is I provide to a panel, either as a panelist or a host, I'm just going to rock with that. I'm not trying to be Anton. I'm not trying to be JR. I'm trying to be Trigger Mike. So if I don't inspire, any type of, what were we calling it in the back chat? If I don't inspire any type of kerfuffles, then I'm just not that guy. All right. I'm not going to try to be. But we got some people, every week. I know the big dog takes a look at it. He tries to, he has his reasons for switching up people on the panel. People hit him up trying to get on the panel and all of that. So, he tries to keep it even, keep it balanced, give people a shot to, promote their platform, do their work. So he's always looking at it every week. He's going to read. Make sure you go on the show last night. Leave numerous comments, whatever you thought. If you thought I suck, leave that comment. I don't really care anyway. But he wants to know, JR reads all that stuff. So he's going to come back strong every week. Thursday is where it's at. Y'all still tune in. Y'all still watch. And judging from the numbers today, y'all go back and watch. So we appreciate everybody that came through last night for Lapeef Let's Talk. If you did not catch that episode, make sure after the Trigger Mike Show today, you go on YouTube, type in Lapeef to the search box, and check out the topic from last night. I'm forgetting what it is right now off the top of my head, but it was a dope episode. Very chill, very good conversation. Ricky came back. you know, Uncle Rick gonna blaze it up every time. So shout out to him and everybody that came through. Nas was there giving good feedback. Jane was giving good feedback. And you know the fellas always hold it down. So make sure y'all check that out from last night. Shout out to the sponsor, Tej Hanley, 30% off along with a free gift. The link is in the description down below. If you want to purchase your father, your brother, your son, your boyfriend, your husband, or your boyfriend and your husband something for Father's Day, please make sure you do so. Your side piece, maybe. Your side piece, ladies. Yeah, get him some Tej Hanley too. So that's skincare for men, you know, that's a big deal. So I appreciate everybody there. All right. If you would like to support the show, as I see my girl, Fantasy Island girl, we appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. It is payday. Don't be stingy, all right? I know we get into a lot of intellectual conversation here, but this ain't free. All right. These productions ain't free. It takes up a lot of time. So we always appreciate any contribution you can give to us. And thank y'all so much for the contributions that you make. You can do so in form of super chat. Today's going to be a pretty heavy conversation, and I want to read each and every super chat aloud. So if you have thoughts on this particular topic today, which is deadly beauty standards, and you saw the thumbnail, please leave us a super chat so I can read those aloud so we can really send our condolences for this terrible situation that happened. Super thanks. If you can leave a super thanks after the broadcast is over. So if you are listening after the broadcast is over and you like anything I said and you like, damn, I really want to support this dude and his panel and the Lapeef Network, you can leave a super thanks after the broadcast is over as well. And we appreciate that. Chat shout outs. Who I got in the chat? Sorry for the delay. I seen y'all was in on this topic early. Y'all was in on this topic early. All right. So Daryl Brown, what's going on? It is a sad situation, my man. Very, very sad. Very sad. Daryl Brown, what's up? What's up? Jill's Chocolate Boutique. What's up? What's up? Oh, they were going back and forth. Damn. The bigger reality. What's up? Embrace the grace. How you doing, Sugarfoot? Sir Shy, my man, what's up? Happy Friday to y'all. Ed Hill, what's going on? You got to, for Slithery, you got to tell me what that means, or I could use Google. What's up, Dee Dee? How you doing? That's hometown right there. How he talking about skin, but we barely see his. Hey, I'm gonna be real. You're not supposed to see a black man's skin. You know this stuff, aren't you? Into skincare, aren't you in that industry? We supposed to wear beards. We're not supposed to be shaving. That stuff is bad for our skin. But drop some details, drop some knowledge in the chat about black male skincare. All right. Dre Slay, what's going on? What's going on? What up? What up? Fantasy Island, what's going on? Coach K in the building. What's up? Mammies are dangerous. Okay. You know what? We even welcome the trolls on the Trigger Mike show. How you doing, Mammies are dangerous? That's not promoting family, talking about side pieces. All right, Mammies are dangerous. I'm not even going to respond to that. People who listen to me have listened enough to know when I'm taking a serious tone and a comical one, but okay. You are welcome. Welcome to the Trigger Mike show. Kenny, what's going on? Marv 87. My man Israel, what's going on? Jump on the panel. I'm about to drop the link. Buffalo Mind, what's up? What's up? RP Tipsy, what's going on? Clement, my man, how you doing? All right, y'all, let's get into it, man. If you saw the thumbnail, you already know the news that her name is Miss Jacky O, the partner, all right, the mother of DC Young Fly's children. That young lady at the age of 32, correct me if I'm wrong, the age of 32 passed away. That was sad. Now, naturally, all deaths are sad. And Ricky brought up an interesting point last night on Lapeef Let's Talk. He said, you never hear about the women that go overseas for this, the women that go abroad. They go to Colombia, they go to Mexico for these situations, and they don't return. You never hear about that. So it's an unfortunate occurrence, no matter how you look at it. All right. And I feel bad for all of them. But let me tell you, when I looked at the picture with those children, I'm a young father, I guess I could say. I'm a young father. I got young children. I got a 4 and a 5-year-old. Okay. My daughter will be 6 in September. Shout out to her. I feel these things. And we don't like to say we feel as men a lot. You know, we get completely lambasted in the YouTube sphere for saying we feel, but fuck y'all. I feel when it has to do with children, the order of family, and the impact that parents have on their children. I feel that shit. So seeing that picture that we put in the thumbnail, I did that on purpose. I feel it when one of those parents is removed, mother or father. I feel that. I felt bad. I'm talking about instantly. I felt bad for them children before I even knew what the reason was. It's an unfortunate occurrence no matter what. Just go ahead and remove a mom from that situation. Terrible. Go ahead and remove a dad from that situation. Terrible. So I just feel bad, man. I'm not joking. When they put that picture up, that was the picture they used in the first publication. I saw, and I was like, no way. Absolutely no way. So what they are saying, and please, if anybody has heard anything different, I want to be factual on this show. All right, I want to be factual. If anybody has heard anything different, please fact check me in the chat. I don't want to be incorrect or saying something that isn't true. But from what we hear, and even from what she posted on Instagram or social media herself, she passed away due to complications during or after a mommy makeover. Am I right? Put a 1 in the chat. That is surgery, mind you. A mommy makeover is cosmetic surgery. If you agree, and we can continue on that, because I only want to be factual here. If that is what you have read through the various publications, put a 1 in the chat so I know I'm talking. I'm not talking anything stupid. All right. So for those of y'all, I don't know exactly what consists of a mommy makeover. I've heard women that I know personally joke about it. I think it's a butt lift and a breast lift and liposuction. So those are the 3 things that I've heard come in a mommy makeover: breast lift, butt lift, liposuction. Maybe even Botox, who knows? But she was really young, really, really young. And the one thing that I told y'all that I was thinking, the one thing that was on my mind, all right, no matter what the reason is, these children have to suffer now. They are without their birth mother. And I think we need to understand that. When we talk so much, we get into the step parenting conversation and what one person won't do, another person will, and all of that. Oh, Mr. Rich, you're right. It could even include vaginal rejuvenation or something of the sort. I've heard that as well. But, damn, what was I saying? Mommy makeover is not when these kids, there are 3 kids. Her and DC Young Fly have 3 kids. And the whole thing is unfortunate. But when your kids are asking today, and they're going to keep asking, because I can only imagine that they're trying to keep the news from them. They themselves, I believe, through the stages of grief, are still going through denial. Isn't that one of the stages of grief? They still on the that's not happening. No, I'm just gonna go to sleep, wake back up. She gonna be here. So BBLs, we're talking about mommy makeover in general, not just BBLs. BBL is Brazilian butt lift. Yes, we know that. We're talking about the mommy makeover in general. I've heard women talk ad nauseum about mommy makeovers, and mommy makeovers traditionally include breast lift, butt lift, liposuction, and possibly a vaginal rejuvenation. But when these kids ask, where is their mommy? And you have to grow up knowing that your mother was taken from this world because of a mommy makeover, because of unnecessary plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery, rather. I don't feel like that's a good enough excuse. Now, please do not think that I'm trying to disparage her for what she did. We got something else we want to talk about on this topic today. I'm not trying to disparage a young lady. In fact, those criticisms, I only believe, should be levied by the people involved in the situation. Get those likes right up right now, y'all. Please, if y'all coming in, hit that like button. What I want to talk about on this show today is this a part of a bigger problem? Is this a part of a bigger problem? Because mommy makeover is not a good enough excuse. And I don't know if this is weird, but maybe it's because of the love and the internal love that I have for my parents, even though they were super hard on me. I always thought, because of how great I think my father is, because of how great I think my mother is, that when I'm speaking one day at their service, I don't even want to say it, that I'm going to be talking about the great life that they lived and how they passed from natural causes or complications of just old age. Anybody else that have ever thought about something like that, please put a 1 in the chat. Because that's how great I think. That's how kids look at their parents. Even if your parents were dead wrong, even if they treated you wrong sometimes, you just have an ability, you have a tendency to want to think good things about them. And this is a part of a bigger problem because 3 kids are asking for their mommy today. And mommy makeover, your mom was taken from us because of a mommy makeover, is not a good enough excuse. And so that means that this is a part of a way bigger problem, and we got to address it. We got to talk about it amongst ourselves. Ladies, this is one for you. Please, I dropped the link in the chat, and I'm going to drop it again. I need to hear y'all thoughts on this, and I want y'all to come up and share with us. Because y'all keep talking about how black men are getting taken out of the men in general, just they dying and they're getting taken out. Now we have a new epidemic on our hands. We got a new epidemic on our hands, all right? So we need to be aware. This problem has evolved into something that men didn't even create. What do y'all think? Because I've heard some people say, well, men like it. This problem has evolved into something that men didn't even create. Who told y'all we even like that? This problem is so bad that y'all done made flat booty girls, like smaller booty girls, into the most desirable ones. I'm telling you, natural everything is about to be the biggest thing popping. This has evolved into something men did not even create and something we do not even prefer. Women have created beauty standards based off of what they think we like so they can compete with each other over who is more desirable to men. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I think I phrased that right. I think I phrased it right. Women have created beauty standards based off of what they think we like so they can compete with each other over who is more desirable to us. Shit is crazy. It's turned deadly. This is deadly now. This woman would have died in vain if we don't put a stop to this. And I mean, not like let me just go to my appointment next week. Cancel that shit. If you ever needed a sign from God, all you mommies out there that may not like the way your body look, how about this? Every man in the chat, and I'll do one. Every man in the chat that will sponsor a registration fee for a woman who is dissatisfied with her body, for her to go to the gym, you can go ahead and put your info in the chat. Say, I'll sponsor one. I'll sponsor 5. Send it to me. Cancel it. Ain't no, I just want to get one more thing done. Cancel that shit. If you ever needed a sign, this is your sign. Who are you even doing it for? Them Leo said, you by yourself. You ass. All right, don't make me laugh. This is serious stuff, man. This is serious stuff. This should now be considered a mental illness, y'all. What do y'all think? I see y'all in the back, Israel and Didi. I'm gonna bring y'all up in just 1 second. This should now be considered a mental illness. Let me tell you why I think that. Body dysmorphia is a serious condition. I only heard about it a few times when I was in mental health as a tech on the floor and as an administrator. I've only seen something like in somebody's what is it called, psychosocial analysis and treatment plan, something dealing with body dysmorphia. I only read that a few times, and I used to do that. I used to actually just go through people's chart, like, why is this kid acting like this, and just read. So I only seen body dysmorphia listed a few times, and the person was big, and I mean morbidly obese. Both times that I saw it. That's a lie. In fact, one time the person was actually uncharacteristically thin. Only one time. Little thin white girl. I've watched several women on YouTube that I know. I've watched several women that I know diagnose themselves with body dysmorphia. And I think it's a disgusting habit. I think it's a really disgusting habit. Women are mutilating themselves for acceptance and desirability. I don't know what to say for it, y'all. This is now considered a demonic obsession. You are now holding yourself to a deadly beauty standard. If you ever needed a sign, this is where it stops. This is where it stops. All right. I understand if you just competing because you want to look like the women that are around you. In fact, if you're just influenced about the women around you, they want to keep their hair up, they want to look good for their husbands. If you have a healthy interest in looking good with the natural body that you have, with the resources, with natural skin products, right? Not makeup, natural skin products, with keeping your skin full and healthy, with getting a little oil so your edges grow back. Sure. If you have a healthy interest in it, we understand you're women. Looking good for your men is something we actually like in a natural sense when you have a healthy interest in it. But y'all got a demonic obsession with that shit now. I ain't with it. This isn't just in America. I ain't talking bullshit. This is Nigerian women too with this skin lightening and all this shit. This shit is deadly. Who told you we like this shit? That's what I really want to know. This is a mental illness. Something in your head is telling you we like it. So you can compete with other women over what you think we like. Let me even go into that skin lightening thing 1 second. I promise you, there is no data available on this. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Hold on. There is no data available on this. This is purely an anecdote. So pardon me for telling it. Go line up somehow. Go do a skin tone assessment on the skin tone preference of Black men. And you will find that more dark-skinned women, more dark brown and dark skin women are married than light skin and high yellow women. I guarantee it. Put a 1 in the chat. So when it comes to what men actually prefer, go out and look. Go to church. We all got chocolate women. That's my preference. Who told you to lighten your skin? Like we like that or something. I've been into chocolate. Milk chocolate. Shit, even when white men go black, they go Lapita Nwongo on your ass. Have I told a lie yet? Y'all let me know. All right, y'all. Y'all can cam up. I'm about to bring y'all up. Woo. My man is what's going on.
What's up, Trigger Mike? How you doing? Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey,
What up,
what's
Chief?
going on, man? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
Oh, we chilling, bro. What you got? What are your thoughts on it, man? Sad stuff this to talk about today. But what are your thoughts?
Yeah, yeah. When I was live yesterday on my show, I had my phone opened up and I saw it and I was like, "Yo, come on, tell me this is not so."
I did the same thing.
My immediate
Damn, you cut out, bro. I don't know if you're talking. Damn, you cutting out, bro. We're gonna let your signal come back in. You cutting out. Didi.
Hey.
Hey, what's up? What are your thoughts on the topic for today?
So, it's a very unfortunate situation. I do feel like, okay, I can't necessarily, I get what you're saying when you were saying that, women are doing this to appeal to men. And yes,
Mm-hmm.
partially it is to appeal to men. But the thing is, you're saying that we created this thing based on what we think you like. When we've heard our so-called high value men say you want women to be so feminine and fit and stuff like that, and when you're talking about the way that the mommy makeover surgery is done, it is done in a way that's supposed to enhance your breasts and to enhance your hips, right?
Yeah.
With that being said, there's a psychological attraction that's just even subliminal within men and women, that men typically do like hips and breasts on women, because if the breast is showing, she is more likely to be good for feeding children because her breasts are supple and big, and then the hips are showing she's good for childbearing. So these are just underlying attraction things. So I don't think this is something that we necessarily made up, and a lot of us do want to appeal to you, like you said, but I think it's
Yeah.
a little deeper than that. And then as a mother, your body does change, but it's important for us to embrace every stage. But if you want to work on something, go to the gym, work out, work with your dietary, and stuff like that. But these surgeries are very risky. But that's all.
Hey, can you hear me now, Trigger Mike?
Yeah, you coming in clear, bro. Go ahead, finish up.
All right, my bad. I'm driving, man. My fault. Hey, what's going on, everybody on the panel? Everybody in the chat, salute. Hey, so real quick. So my initial reaction was, it's so sad because she's a young lady and she has those young children. And I know they have those young children together. So my condolences goes out to DC Young Fly, to his family. You know what I'm saying, and to those young children, because that's got to be one of the hardest things in the world
Yeah.
to explain. Like you was getting at, where is mommy at? You know what I'm saying? Where's mommy? And what I thought about, the second thought was, damn, he might have paid for that for
Bro,
Mother's
I don't
Day.
even want to look. I don't even want to think about it, bro. Look,
Yeah,
you
and so
said it, but
this,
I don't even want to think about how he feeling if that's true. I don't even want to
yeah,
speculate.
and see, yeah. So that's why I'm like, damn, man. You know, I'm really feeling for them. And yo, like you said earlier, it's nothing wrong as men to have empathy and to have compassion for other people and to be able to empathize with people in their plight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we got ladies, man. This beauty is not to die for. Y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to be, whatever to die for, because it ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like Trigger Mike is telling y'all, most men don't care nothing about none of that. And so it's like y'all are just competing with each other over men that ain't really thinking about you for that. So that's it. That's my 2 cents.
All right. Damn, how did y'all come in a second ago?
I should be next.
Go ahead.
First and foremost, good afternoon to my brothers and sisters on the panel and the people in the chat. How you doing? Let me give my condolence to DT Young Fly for his wife. But what I'm going to say, I really don't care about hurting nobody's feelings. I've been saying it throughout last year. This started because of Buffy the Body. She appeared on Outcast music video. Everybody assumed that she went under the knife. Actually, when you look it up and find her medical record, she didn't even do that. She was on birth control and she found a nutritionist. So everybody was trying to get a particular body look whatsoever. And since then, it's been an uprise in the BBL. What I firmly believe is this: any woman that go on the night to get herself fixed just to look good, I have no mercy, no pity for that individual. Whatever happened afterwards, the Bible says, "What you sow, you shall also reap." So you ask for that. My wife argued with me. I said, I ain't got no mercy for no woman, period. Beast mode. You ain't gonna do this to yourself, you deserve whatever come after that. Why would you waste your goddamn time to go on the night when you can actually go to the gym, put in the work, and look even better than a woman when they're gonna get a BBL? What's the point of doing that for what? So you can compete with a high volume man, but last I check, all the fake ass men who say they like those kind of stuff don't marry those kind of women these days. Most of the people who get married to are mostly natural women without no BBL. So what the point of competing among yourself to do what? To make a fool of yourself? Like, are you really serious? So if it costs you your life to leave your kid behind just because you want to look good on Instagram, then go ahead, be my guest. It's like saying you're jumping off the bridge anyways. I could care less about that. So I'm saying that to every female. If you see me, don't get mad at me. If you lose your life, I might even come to your grave. I'll be like, okay, one less dumb woman. Who's next? I'm getting tired of this. I didn't find out about 2 hours ago from my wife that she passed away after because she gave birth to her third child. That she wanted to look good. Hit the gym. I did help produce a show yesterday about breaking the cycle. I think this is what you be talking about. Women mental health issue. Why do you have to go under the knife just to get a upgrade on your boob, tucking your tummy, add an extra who knows for what? Are you stuck on stupid? Are you retarded? Did they drop you on your forehead? Were you drinking chlorine or something? Yes, I'm being vicious right now. Are you that damn retarded? Thinking that it's worth it, then afterward, 2-3 years later, I gotta take it out because it's killing me from inside? Really? And for the guy who want to try the BBL, don't come on, I will pimp slap your behind.
Damn, David, you pimp smacking people now? Shit.
Hey, I'll do it Brooklyn style. I'm from Brooklyn. I'll do it Brooklyn style. No baby powder.
All right,
he came up on demon time.
No, it's not demon time. This is demon beast time.
Hey,
correction.
I respect
demon beast time.
Yeah,
I am done with the dumb people.
Well, I think the one thing most men are going to be sensitive about. So the funny thing is when children start losing their mothers, for some reason, I don't know why we don't do the same thing when men die for various reasons. But when children start losing their mothers over something, you can expect the men to start getting like super, we'll start saying something about it. But Mr. Rich, you got the floor then, Coach K.
Yeah, I was going to come in saying, kids are resilient. But I remember when I lost my mother, I was like 8 years old. They put my ass in therapy. So I can't even take that tack. But kids are resilient after a while. So I wouldn't hide anything from them. One of my problems was my father wouldn't let me cry.
Damn.
So yeah, that's
that old school teaching.
Old school shit, man. So anyway, back on this topic, one of the things I think with sisters, Black women, not all of them, but a lot of them have this inferiority complex that they don't need to have. Not as much, we're trapped in this whole gender war thing, but Black men do prefer Black women, and Black women, when they ain't bashing us all over the place, they like Black men. But so I think her boyfriend, or whatever this rapper's name is, I think he'd feel bad if he compelled her to do something. Not that he paid for it, because we pay for everything. But if he told her she had to do something and she went to do it and died, I think that would impact her more. But I think this was pretty much her choice. And who knows? And you have 3 kids. She's a young woman. We call it elective surgery, but it could have been something where where she had to do it.
Mr. Payne, just some background. just some background. DC Young Fly is a comic, right? He's not a rapper.
Okay.
And then also, and an actor. And she herself was a model and somewhat of an actress. So, you know what I'm saying? It probably was more so for cosmetic purposes and for, you know, work purposes. So just a little bit of
to me, that's not elective then. You know, that's not necessarily elective. I know we're defaulting to it being elective, but maybe it wasn't. You know, if it was for her profession, people do a lot of stuff for their profession. You know, so I don't know the details of that. It's tragic no matter what, how you look at it, somebody that young losing their life. I don't know what kind of mistakes the doctor made, or if they didn't do enough background to say she was prepared for any kind of surgery, because all surgery is serious, even when they say it's not, you know, especially if they're using anesthetics and stuff. So it's a tragic situation. And I personally, just like Israel had to correct me, I don't know these people. I never even heard of them before. But, you know, I'm a dinosaur, right? I'm the guy everybody laughs at, you know, from the dark ages and shit. But anyhow, that's enough for me, man. I'll leave it there.
All right. Dark Ages. We're gonna go to Coach K. I think I skipped over is that D-Town King? Yeah, we're gonna go to Coach K and King. Go ahead.
Okay, sure. So there's so many different angles of this I could speak on. But first of all, it's tragic. And of course there are risks to every, you know, invasive surgery. I'm sure Trigger Mike can tell everyone. So it's truly a tragedy. But I came up because I wanted to speak on the greater point of just women in their self-image and the certain standards. I mean, across the board, there's different things for, you know, one population. There's this for another. There's this, whatever, and then by the generations, it depends. But what I want to stress is that the way that you look, you are not going to be any happier than you are with some, you know, what is fat considered? Mike, is it like what is it? It's just, if we had to go to the actual medical term, what is fat on the body besides cells?
Fat. Damn, what is the composition of fat? What is it?
Yeah, don't it go off of your body fat percentage?
Well, yeah. It's sugar, isn't it? Sugar. Wait, no.
Yeah, like whatever. Okay, whatever cellulose. It is. Yeah. So whatever it is, the point I'm getting at is that is just. See, I could go into so many different other things too when it comes to obesity and things like that. But if the way that you look, you will not be happy until you look a certain way, that is not a sustainable nor a healthy mindset to have. Because if we want to break it down, it's clothes, it's extra space on your body, because I don't know the anatomical term or whatever. But it has to come from within. And I know people don't want to hear that. Oh, that's all touchy-feely. It's the truth, because how do we know? There's probably women out there that have had this surgery. They were unhappy, so they had the surgery because they didn't like the way they looked, and they're probably still unhappy. So that's how we know that this does not solve for that. And, you know, there's women who want to lose weight to, you know, they will feel better, you know, being in the gym. But if you think that looking a certain way, this goes for everything, that you'll then be happy or feel different, you're wrong. Because all of those things are external, and the way you feel about yourself is internal. So,
indeed,
it's just the truth.
King, go ahead. And then you came back in here. What are your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, can you hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna, you know, piggyback off of what you know, Coach K said. Definitely a very tragic situation. I was actually going to see DC Young Fly next week in Chicago. He's supposed to be in Chicago next week, doing a stand-up comedy show. So it's, you know, definitely a very, very unfortunate situation for him. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I kind of agree with the guy who kicked this whole thing off. I have no sympathy for this. We live in a social media era in which these women share everything. They will tell you everything that you need to know about these surgeries. And how many women do you see on social media, right, who complain about the pain, about the long-lasting deficiencies that they have with these surgeries, on top of the deaths? So all of the information is out there, and yet these women are still willing just to look a certain way, to appeal to a certain crowd, to put their lives on the line. And you're supposed to be sympathetic to that in the social media era? How many? Go on TikTok right now and search it. You will see women crying in pain. You Google how many stories of women who have died getting this stuff, who have passed getting this stuff. It's all out there for you to see. And yet these women are shrugging their shoulders and saying, I don't give a damn. Okay, cool. You don't give a damn. Neither should we. But our hearts should definitely be going out to DC, and especially those children. They did not deserve to lose their mother. And that woman should definitely still be here with us. A 32-year-old woman, so young. So our hearts should definitely go out to them and their family. But outside of that, hey, come on now. All of that information is out there for you to see. We've all seen these stories. Trigger, do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember when Delta Airlines had that problem at the airport with all of them women coming back from DR and they ain't have enough wheelchairs for them?
Damn.
Do y'all remember that? Y'all don't remember that?
I didn't hear about that.
Nah, I didn't hear about that either.
But that's crazy.
Y'all didn't.
I heard it. It was sounding stupid.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that.
Is that the one where they couldn't sit down in the wheelchair? They had to like go backwards.
No, it was a situation. It was a whole bunch of women who had went over to DR to get a BBL. Yeah. And they were all coming back at the same time, and Delta didn't have enough wheelchairs and staff to accommodate them. They didn't have enough. That broke that. You don't remember that, bro? That broke the internet. The internet. Yeah. And it was so crazy is that one of my good friends, Chissa Zed, he has a channel, and he interviewed one of the women that were there who was coming back. And she kept it all the way honest. You know, he asked her, why are y'all doing this? And she kept it real. She said, competition is fierce out here. We are all shooting for the same dudes. The video is still, I checked before I came up here, the video is still up on his channel right now. She kept it 100. She said, we all want a high value man. We all want the trips. We all want the luxury, and competition is fierce out here. So if that's worth you risking your life, we should not have no damn sympathy for that. I'm sorry. Heart goes out to her, prayers to the family, but we should not be sympathetic right now to that. Sorry.
Well, yeah, we're talking about the greater issue, and nobody's really sympathetic to the greater issue and reason why this is happening. But we're going to get more opening thoughts. King Spark, what you got, bro? Welcome back.
What's going on, man? You know, before I say what I need to say, I never thought that I would miss you funny looking motherfuckers, but I kind of miss y'all a little bit. Miss chopping it up with y'all every day and stuff. But man, the first issue was women. They asses ain't never fucking satisfied for nothing. And everybody already know growing up, the girls with the little titties had the biggest ass. The girl with the biggest titties had the flattest ass. That's just how the shit came out, man. That's just what it is. Be happy with what the hell you got and move on. Now, secondly, it's hard to say, but I blame DC Young Fly because, nigga, this your household. This is your woman. My woman can't go have no cosmetic surgery if there's a chance of her dying. That shit is out. That shit is dead. even if she thinking about it. That's a dead issue. You can't do it. Exactly for that reason right there, that I could possibly lose her behind some curves and whatnot. No, I'm not feeling that shit at all. And women need to stop that shit. Cause we not looking for you to be perfect in that way. Plus that shit look weird as fuck. And I could tell when you got a BBL, even if it's the $15,000 one, you still look weird than a bitch. Y'all need to stop. That's all I got.
Yeah, because the butt cheek to back
Thigh.
leg ratio be
The
all
thigh
fucked
ratio.
up. Yeah,
There are
the
literally like
the
2%
thigh
of doctors
ratio
that can
be
get the thigh
all.
ratio correct.
But still, that's a whole
Well,
bunch.
here's my thing. They say they're copying Kim Kardashian, but do you know she look like a scooter version of Real Science if you watch the movie?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Even
But we
even
don't know.
her.
We don't know what she went for, though, right?
Yeah.
And that's the part. That's why she look like a scooter version of
No,
Real
it was
Science.
a
You watch the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
apparently pain. It was some type of cosmetic surgery, like
Yeah,
it
but
was
we don't know
cosmetic.
exactly what it was.
I mean, we don't know exactly, but I mean, you know,
That's important.
what do you think it was, Pain? How you
What I'm
talking? What's the
saying is,
bailout?
what I'm saying is, if people's opinions are that the cosmetic surgery was just completely elective, and we automatically went to BBL, but we don't know. I mean, we don't know what it was.
You know,
What cosmetic surgeries? What cosmetic surgeries are not elective?
No, I mean, well, listen. Let's just say she wanted to do vaginal rejuvenation. Okay, it's important for women, have a pleasing, for JJ. I don't know if that's completely elective or. Well, some women.
no, so
Come
hold
on,
on.
Mr. Payne. Wait. Can I ask a quick question, Trigger Mike?
Y'all
Can I ask a quick question?
All right, so we don't.
Come on,
we gotta
man.
understand that pretty much all cosmetic surgery is elective.
It's
The
all
only
elective.
time it's considered It's the only time it's considered not elective is when they don't even call it cosmetic; they call it reconstructive.
Well,
so yeah, if somebody got in a car accident, somebody fell off their horse doing equestrian, which is actually
three
very
babies coming out of your JJ, right?
Yeah, and they're trying to reconstruct it. That's not, but everything other than that.
So we don't know what it is, though.
But can I ask a question?
The point is, go ahead, Israel. Go ahead.
No, just a quick question, Mr. Payne. Under what circumstances, besides falling off the horse, is a vaginal rejuvenation?
She's 30 years.
Yo, I think, don't lie. Don't lie. I think Mr. Rich is telling on himself. That's what I think he's doing.
I just want to know.
Well, first of all, I don't
Mr. Rich, you killing it like that.
Mr. Rich been paying for a few vaginal reconstructions. Let me find out you paying for vaginal reconstructions out there in the street.
Oh,
wait, hold on.
I think he paid for that.
You asked a question, right? You guys, you also said that she's some kind of actress or she's into that, right? I mean, so let me say a surgery. I mean, a surgery for a profession. What does that mean?
Show business,
that's not good enough. You understand what the risk is? It's like, baby, what could happen? You go in there, you could make $1 million or you could die. You might as well tell niggas to rob a bank. You might as well tell people to rob a bank.
At King's Park, if they have to put you under for any reason, there's a risk. Even if it's
that's what I'm saying. The only reason you should go under a knife is to save your life. Anything besides that?
Oh no! Wait, hold on. I got surgery coming up.
Unheard of. I'm just saying, but health-wise, at least, you know what I mean? Like you're not going to get a smaller. You're not going to get your face skinnier.
I hear you. I hear you guys. We could get into it as we go, but
I just want to know, wait, Mr. Payne, I just want to know what happened to good old-fashioned vinegar and water. Like, what happened to that? That don't work no more? That don't work no more? That snapback don't work no more?
Israel, that thing too cheap. That's why it wasn't more expensive. And that's why she lost her life doing that.
No,
she wants to put into work.
And that's the problem everybody got right now. But we're gonna chop it up when it's time for the questions. Humble, Are you there? Let's get Humble, then Fantasy Island Girl. Then we're going to get the first question rolling. Humble, you driving again? You always working.
I'm back to red pill. I ain't gonna say nothing in woman's favor again. I'm done.
I was about to say, never. Not in this
That's
one.
the last time, man. I tripped over the line of getting my ass kicked. It's over. That's,
all right, go ahead, Humble. What are your opening thoughts on this, bro? Oh, we can't hear you. I see you're
Humble,
unmuted.
I hope you're not on Clicker Wireless right now, please.
He on Nigget Wireless. All right, go out and come back in. Fantasy Island Girl, what are your opening thoughts on this?
So, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm at the nail salon. So, my opening thoughts are the standards for women are very high, beauty-wise, and it's very disingenuous for you guys to pretend that it's just a woman problem when y'all also mention that men are starting to get BBLs. The beauty standards in the West are just too high. They're unrealistic. They're unattainable, but we're still trying to attain them. So women that have status have more of a calling to get these types of surgeries because they're the people that they're surrounded by, the men that they end up courting are surrounded by women that have surgeries like this. Sorry, the chair is shaking. Have surgeries like this, or bodies that are that look perfect, at least in a picture. So the standards are too high, the expectations are too high, and it messes with your mind mentally. Also, it messes with your pockets. So we can't really act like this is just strictly a vanity issue. It's a societal issue, in my opinion.
It's still self-inflicted, though, Fantasy Island Girl.
No.
It is self-inflicted.
We're going to chop
agree.
it up. We're going to chop it up, yo.
I agree with you.
I'm not buying that.
So, man, I don't know.
Wait,
I got a question.
out here getting
I got a
BBLs?
question related to that.
They sure are.
In
Yeah,
particular.
I never heard that.
No, I
And
got
they're
a
getting
question related
heightened
to that.
surgery.
I was going to
I heard of the height surgery, but
make it the
BBL
second
for a
question, but now it's the first question. So we're gonna start with, because I'm gonna let Trucker yell up. I'm gonna cam down real quick, let Trucker yell up. We're gonna start with all right, Mr. Rich, we're gonna start with you. Shoot.
Because it's going around the horn?
Yeah. Did men create this unrealistic beauty standard, or do women just blame it on us?
The women are just blaming it on us. I mean, let's just put it this way. They keep saying high value men, right? I mean, high value men want pretty women. They just pretty much don't want them to be fat, right? I don't even know about the high value men saying I got to have a woman with this kind of ass, this kind of thing. So, you know, if he's out for play, that's one thing, and I think that's what the women are shooting for, just like they go for the Pookies and Ray Rays. But a high value man who wants to get married, he's not asking for a woman to be plastic. He wants her to be natural. He says, shit, man. He wants somebody who's going to be actually more traditional. And then there's different kinds of high value. Man, there's so many layers to this. If a guy just wants a trophy wife to show off, maybe. That kind of stuff. But if he wants a wife and he wants kids, he ain't asking her to get a BBL and all this other horse shit. I mean, I think they're putting a bad rap on high value men. So men in the game that these chicks are trying to please are not necessarily high value. Well, let's put it, they're not high moral men. They might be value so you can suck them dry of their money or some shit like that. But these are not the guys walking around who are godly men asking their women to go through surgery. I just don't believe it. I think it's ridiculous. And then the rank and file man, the ones that Ebony K can't despise, the people who are the engine of the world, they're definitely not asking women to do that shit. So it's just all bullshit. You know, women do this stuff so they're competing against each other, thinking they know what men want. And we all know that women don't have a goddamn clue what men really want because y'all never ask us. You know, we got to tell y'all, but y'all never ask us because when we say what we want, y'all don't hear it. You know? So it's just another one of those kind of things, blame it on the men so we can skip accountability. And that's just what I'm thinking. I'll pass it around.
I would say the same thing. Women blame it on the man if we create these type of standards. When Fantasy Island Girl making her statement, all I hear is insecurity and low self-esteem. My wife tried that with me. And I told her, if you want to go under the knife, be my girl. This time I would disappear like a ninja. You ain't gonna find me. I ain't not trying to be responsible for no idiotic woman who want to excuse, oh, we made these standards. No. If I want a standard, that doesn't mean you get your ass in the gym. You maintain, you work out. Not only you stay healthy, you stay strong, and you stay firm. I didn't ask you to go under the knife to waste your life for a couple of grand. Like, you serious?
You can't get titties from the gym. At the end of the day, you can't get titties from the gym. Now, at some point,
Why you need titties?
You gotta let him finish.
Let's not
You gotta let him finish.
y'all don't like fat asses and big titties. I think
We
Hey,
do.
we're supposed to be going around the horn though,
You gotta
y'all.
let him finish.
Going around the horn.
We like natural fat asses and natural big titties.
Forgive me. I know I'm an African.
Yeah,
I'm not
so
like
if
a
you can't
Kenny.
get them naturally,
I'm not like Sugar Mike.
you
This
can buy
is
them.
Black David on beef mode. No, I don't want no plastic ass. If I want plastic, I go to Total.com and order a
But
full-size
we don't
plastic
care
Barbie
what you
doll.
want.
Yeah, let him
You don't
finish.
even speak for the majority.
Let him
He's being
finish.
disrespectful.
Wait, no,
I'm
Everything
being-
you're speaking about me from the
y'all.
beginning was
One mic, y'all gotta
disrespectful.
let
He's
him
being
finish.
disrespectful every time
You
he
gotta let him
speaks.
It's
finish.
going
That
around the horn
somebody
though.
gonna tell me I am
It's
being
disrespectful because he
disrespectful,
doesn't agree
but
with you.
interrupting
Yes,
me
you're
when I
being
allow me to speak.
Wait,
disrespectful.
guys, let CB
But
That's why
I
finish.
didn't
I'm
interrupt you
interrupting
when you
you.
speak. How am I being disrespectful
Every
when
time
women
you
disrespect
speak
themselves
out and speak
and make
down.
false
Even when you were
ideology?
speaking,
Let him finish.
Hold on.
One
How did-
mic, god damn it. Go ahead, finish.
So how am I being disrespectful when we make a false narrative say that we create these standards? No. Y'all create this standard among you. You remember what I just said earlier? Y'all based it on Buffy the Body. Y'all thought she went under the knife. She did not go under the knife. From her, then you have K. Michelle and many other followers. Then you have Kim Kardashian. What I don't properly understand, since people don't forget history, would be the drop out of history class. Don't like to pay attention to details. I'm an IT professional. My job is to pay attention to every small freaking detail. Why will you make such stupid nonsense and you let the medical field make money off your dumb behind to get a BBL, to get a breast clip, whatever you need to get done? Then year down the line, you have to take it out because it's eating you inside out. For what? Are you stuck on stupid? I'm being bluntly honest right now.
Now that was disrespectful, but
No, I'm being blunt because you know what? I don't make excuse for dumb people who make dumb decisions and want pity afterward. Not being stuck on stupid. Let's keep it real. For the past 5 years, you do the talent. How people lost their life? Trying to get a breast lift or trying to get whatever they want to call that nonsense. How many people lost their life over that?
3% from what I
what?
saw.
When I heard it, I was like, I'm on a campaign whereby when women tell I want to go do X, Y, and Z, she's not a woman no more. She's a little girl. Because you stuck on stupid, you have so low self-esteem, you have insecurity issues, so you believe that I'll spend a couple of thousand to add this X, Y, and Z. Then not only when you do that, you create other medical complications that even cost even more money to fix. For the sake of what? To look good on the gram? Did it get men attention? Did they go like you and smash it and keep it moving? Like, are you serious?
The plane's got to run out of gas for a second here, man.
Land the plane.
Yeah.
You just want to hear
I'm
your
a grandfather.
Is there a time limit?
If
We
my
heard
daughter and my
you.
granddaughter, no, hear that. I'm a grandfather and a father. If my daughter and my granddaughter try that, I will pin slap them too.
You
Set that
wouldn't.
up.
Okay, let us pass it
And even
around.
if you did, you would be wrong.
Okay, it's Coach K turn.
What's on, Coach?
The fact that you
I
think
taught
you
them
have
better
all
than
this
that.
control over
I
people is
taught them better than
disgusting.
that to make dumb
David,
It
decisions.
doesn't matter.
It's Coach K turn, David.
Okay, thanks.
I mean, you ain't my
Ethan.
daughter either.
So my answer to did men create the unrealistic beauty standard? No. I mean, and let's say they did. Okay, so what? Like that doesn't mean I have to go do it. I mean, if someone that I want to be with will only accept me if I have, I don't know, G's or something and a BBL, like then no, he's not the man for me. Like it's kind of the simple you can't make someone jump off a bridge type of thing. I mean, like, they can establish whatever they want, but if I don't want to do it and I morally don't align with it, then I don't have to go get it done, and nor do I want to get it done. So I think women, they blame it, but I also will blame possibly the men who maybe see. Then again, even the men that do want that still doesn't mean I have to go get it. So it's like, I think they just blame men, but I do sympathize with women, because especially with social media, it's not that I agree with them, but I can understand why they feel the way that they feel with social media in the constant, comparisons that they make. However, that's obviously why I work with people, so that they don't do that. But the blame game is silly, honestly. But yeah, it's not men. So that's all I got. King Spark?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's definitely. I don't think it's men at all. I think as women are their own worst enemy. They create these standards of what they think is cute, what they think is hot, what they think is popping. I don't know, have y'all been looking around your local town or city, but have you seen what the women look like that are pregnant running around with their kids? Beauty standard is not that goddamn high. Men are men are definitely taking what they can get. Okay, so let's let's just be honest, right? We definitely are not making the beauty standards out here. So yeah, that's definitely a farce. But that's all I got.
All right, EBD.
You know me, I keep it real quick. Nah, we didn't create this beauty standard. That's not what we do. We're a little bit too busy for that, working our asses off, providing for a lifestyle that we want, the house, the car, whatever it is that we have to acquire in order to properly enter the dating market, just for a chance to sleep with a woman. So no, we didn't create this beauty standard for all women to live by, to say that you have to have this certain look in order for you to talk to or to be with us. You have to look this way and you have to have this way. We're attracted to whoever we're attracted to. And most men, the average man, is attracted to a woman who has natural beauty and is naturally feminine. That's just an attractive thing for any man to be attracted to. When you have a BBL and when you have surgical enhancements put in your body, it means that you've put a monetary investment in yourself and you're expecting a result and an outcome previously to your natural state. So you're actually looking for the attention that you want, maybe from a certain type of man, but that certain type of man doesn't pay attention to you because he's too busy with this natural female over here. Then it's like, well, then here comes the shame. Then here comes the blame game. You know what I mean? Like, personally, my woman now, she wears very little makeup. She doesn't, there's nothing fake, but her feminine is very strong. So that's what attracted me to her. Just her attitude and behavior was very soft. And I kind of like that. Just being in your natural state can attract us. Your looks can make us look around, but your femininity kind of draws us in. It makes us want you rather than thinking that you can own the world. But that's what I got on it.
And EBD, you made a good point real quick. We don't even like excessive makeup.
Yo,
we don't even like all that goddamn face paint on your goddamn face.
But
we don't even like that.
Oh, King Spark, for you
anyway,
still.
Go ahead.
For you steal my stuff, King Spark. Yo.
Let them plan for the circus.
Wait, hold on, CBN. This is what I'm gonna say, right? So, yo, can someone mute up real quick? Whoever that is driving, can y'all mute up real fast? Yo, so for me, this is the thing. No, it's not men's fault. Like Fantasy Island Girl said, we don't care. When she was talking to CBN, she said, we don't care what you want. And that's really the truth. Most women don't care what men want. They don't care what men think. They really, really don't. They genuinely don't. They care what they like. They care what they want to do. They care what makes them feel good, what makes them feel quote unquote beautiful. That's what women care about, right? And so that's why they wear these outlandish weaves and freaking what they call them, quick weaves and hair hats. And that's why they wear these caterpillar eyelashes that nobody wants and nobody cares about. And that's why they go and they get these elective surgeries, when the reality is, yes, if you're a working girl and you looking to put GMOs on you in order to produce a product that's going to get more money, that makes sense. But if you're not a working girl and you're actually looking for a husband or a quality man, then you don't go and become a GMO, because if you become a GMO, 9 times out of 10, he's not going to wife you. He's just going to play with you like the accessories that you have. So it's absolutely not men's fault, and they don't even care what men think about it.
The women that I know personally that have BBLs, as well as the woman in this case, all had men. They all, I guess they were trying to keep their men, not necessarily trying to appeal to others.
Boom, there it goes. Boom.
It's kind of like what I was saying.
She said
Interesting.
Hang on.
Let her finish. Let her finish.
Were she finished? Were you finished with that, or did you have another point?
Listen, but having a boyfriend and having a husband is two totally different things. If you have a baby daddy or a boyfriend, it's a much different thing than having a husband. But I digress.
Trucker. And how is a BBL a requirement to keep your?
How do you
How's a
think you get
BBL
a
requirement to
husband?
keep
What
your
are y'all
man?
talking about?
Hang on. Let's just go around real quick and just answer the question. Trucker, you were saying?
I didn't. How everybody doing?
What's up, Chuck? What's good?
It's Friday.
How y'all doing, ladies? So I might cause some controversy. So just giving a fair warning. It seems like every fucked up thing that they do, it always falls back on them. And if you a man and you let your woman do some stupid shit like this, but you deserve everything you fucking get. DC Young Fly, you get everything you deserve. You were supposed to protect your woman. You ain't supposed to be no damn dumb fool and let that happen. That was stupid. And for females that think that just want to do what they want to do just because, yo, that's selfish as hell. You got a whole family. Now you want to get big ass titties and a fake ass to please you when all you got to do is really go to the fucking gym? Now you done lost your damn life over some shit that was unnecessary.
She had a nice rack.
It don't even make sense. Like, yo, y'all should not be sitting there playing with y'all bodies with these fake ass shit, knowing damn well it has an effect long term. This shit got to come out of your body when you get old. And who gonna pay for that? You ain't paying for that. It's your husband paying for that shit. Like, this shit amazes me. It doesn't make any sense. Like, y'all are not fucking satisfied, man. Like for real. Like, it's like, yo, it's like abortions. Y'all don't get abortions because it's life threatening. Y'all just get abortions just because.
Baby,
it don't make any sense. Like, it's sad, yo. Like, it don't make any sense. DC Young Fly, they had a family. Everything was great. The whole 9 yards. She wanted to go down there. He gave the freaking approval. I hope he didn't get approval. Fucked up. And she go down there and get this mama makeover when all she had to do was go to the damn gym. Yo, I am not putting my wife, my kid's mother's life on the line just for some stupid shit like that. Now, if it's important, yes. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But that shit was unnecessary. Now the kids ain't got no mother. Like, how you supposed to explain that to your kids? Yeah, I love you. Your mom died on the table because she wanted to get cosmetic surgery. Natural causes. No, she wanted to I don't, like, it's crazy.
breaking up. Hey, Fantasy Island girl, I got a question for you too.
She's next.
Yeah, I got a question for you real quick. And since you about to go anyway, if you marry a man, if a man meets you, right, he meets you the way you are, you marry a man, what kind of pressure would you really feel like if he love you, if he get down on one knee, right, flat chested and all, and he say, I love you, I want to be with you for the rest of my life? What pressure would you feel then 5, 10, 15 years later to have to alter your body through surgery just to keep that same man?
Well, that's a great question. When you met this man and got to marry this man, you were at your best version of yourself. As life goes on, you start having kids and you start having whatever surgeries like that aren't elective, injuries that you weren't planning on having. Things just happen and people gain weight in places that it doesn't look good. So even if their husband stays with them, he's not touching them the same. He's not loving them the same. He's not doing the same things as he used to do when he thought she was fine as fuck. So some women try to get that back. And that makes a lot of sense to me, even though I didn't have to get boobs for my man. I've always wanted boobs. Like, let's just be real. Since I was a little girl, I was obsessed with them. So when I was able to get them, and then I lost them after the kids, I was going to get them back. The end. No man
So
had to
you
tell me anything. I was going to go get them.
so you
So
told the
really,
story then. It was you that wanted it all along. It had nothing to do with
no,
the
that
pressure
no, no, no,
coming
no,
from
no,
the
no,
man.
no. I'm speaking on myself personally. That's how it was for
Okay.
me. But I also
Okay.
know people who don't have that situation. I was already fine. I had OnlyFans with no breasts. They were flat. I still was making money, so I can get the breasts. So it's like I was
Okay, so
always good
King
looking, but
Spark,
I needed them.
King Spark, let me tell you a situation right now. I got my father-in-law's girlfriend who went to go get this surgery. She's on the colostomy bag for the rest of her life. You know why? Because she snuck and tried to get this fucking surgery that y'all women love to do that no man on the planet agrees with. We love natural women. We've been saying this shit for 100+ years. I don't know how hard it is. Dudes that normally agree with y'all getting y'all asses and all this fake shit, yo, y'all just play toys for them. Straight up. And y'all don't even realize it until it's too late. We do not like this fake shit. We don't like fake hair. We don't like fake nipples. We don't like fake cooter cat. We don't like nothing that is fake. If a
It's
man
a
is
lie.
proposing to you while you're on the knee and you flat chested and flat ass, yo, obviously something is more important than your looks, and it's going to continue to be that way even after 10 or 15 years. You really
Clearly.
think you getting a breast? You think getting face?
You cut out that last part,
Cut
Chuck, when you're
out. You
trying to
cut
get
out.
it.
You
But
cut
but,
out.
but I think but I think we know what you
Or
meant
is it the
though.
way you treat him as a husband?
Hmm.
All right.
Who's next? King after
Yeah,
Fantasy Island Girl, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
King.
You know, um, what was the lady name who brought up? Like I had, oh, you supposed to protect your house. Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
we
ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. The lady who just brought up the fact that now she's trying to keep her husband. Now she, you know what I mean. Like now she's trying to keep her man. That's why they are doing this. Um, that's very, 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 very interesting because that goes back to something that I have always said, and that's the fact that there ain't no damn such thing as no sister code. Because if you gotta go up underneath the knife to try to make sure that you are appealing to your man, right? Why do you think that you need to do that? It has to be the threat from other women coming to get what's yours, right? Am I right? Or is it something else? Or it has to be the
It's
That's
threat of other
absolutely the
women.
that's
threat from other women, younger
that's
women,
negative, Ghost
freakier
Rider.
It's
tits,
it's it's, it's no
fatter
it's right.
asses. Yes, it is.
Exactly.
Don't
Okay.
Fantasy
yes, it
Island.
is.
This is
Especially after you have so many children, tighter vaginas. You
but
guys are. I'm
but
out. I'm
listen,
public.
I hear
This is
you,
a different type
Fantasy
of
Island. I hear you.
conversation.
I'm agreeing.
I hear you. I hear you,
I'm agreeing
Fantasy Island.
with
But this is
that.
the thing. This is the thing, though, right? That's under the premise that the only thing women are their pussies and their bodies. Okay, if you have a
The first
complete
thing y'all
woman,
talk
listen,
about
listen, listen,
is new
listen,
pussy. So
listen,
stop
listen.
it.
It's
Stop it.
true. It's true. But that's not the only thing.
We
When you
know
get
it's not
ready
the
to
only
marry
thing,
a
but it's the
woman and
first
be
thing.
with a woman, it may be the first thing, but it don't. Well, the car got wheels on it, but if it ain't got no seats, do you want that motherfucker? I mean,
If you don't like
even
the
the
base
first
of the
thing
car,
is
you're not gonna buy
transportation.
it.
The
You're
first
not
thing is
gonna buy it.
transportation.
If
What
you
I'm
don't like the look
saying
of the car,
is,
you're not gonna buy it,
if
and
I
that's
buy
the
my
fact.
car,
Even if it's a nice driving car, you're not gonna buy it if you don't
listen
like
what
the
I'm
look of
saying.
it.
Hang on,
Listen what I'm saying.
hang on, because I think I just caught something there. You said something about a car, right?
Yeah.
You said something about the body. You said something about buying it, right? So,
Yes, I did.
okay. So, we do buy shitty cars because we put money into it to improve how it works. The looks are last. We just want to know if we can turn the key and it starts and it runs, right? It's not about we see a
No.
potential in the car, and we
We're
do
talking
think
about you old
good.
men. I'm
We
talking
are.
about the young men
I
who
got a
are
better
trying
one
to
than
be a
you do.
status symbol,
Hey,
not the
Fantasy
ones that
Island
don't
girl.
care about that.
Go ahead,
Fantasy
Miss Trey.
Island
What were you
girl.
saying? What were you saying? Go ahead.
The guys will buy a car that they don't a kick around car because they want to play with it. You know, so
But
all
y'all are
the
messing up the
girls and all
analogy
that
because you
shit,
know you're not
Time
going to
out,
marry
time
a
out.
girl that's a
Y'all
kick around
are not
girl. So what
telling
are
It's
you
the
not.
truth.
doing?
they'll play
Y'all are
with
not
it.
Like
telling.
It
you're
ain't
Y'all are
not
not
gonna
going to
telling the
matter.
marry a
truth.
kick around
Y'all
girl.
not
You're
telling the
not.
It's
truth.
not.
That's
It's
just
not
a
about the
fact.
car.
All right,
There's no
one
way
mic.
you
Y'all
can
are
get away from
Goddamn,
the
one
leasing.
car
mic,
That's
part.
what
one
y'all are
mic,
doing.
one
Leasing.
mic.
Hey, that's what I said. You ain't listening. I said they
I
want to play
was
with
I
it. They
was
ain't
going
marrying
somewhere
it.
with that point.
They'll
Go
marry
ahead,
the
King.
little.
Go ahead, King. What was your point? What was your
They'll
point,
marry
King?
the little titty girl
And the
if
point
Y'all
is,
aren't marrying
if he
anybody. The
won't,
marriage
if
rates
he
are
wants
steadily
the,
dropping.
if
You're
he wants the
lying.
little young woman,
Y'all aren't marrying the big titties.
let him
Y'all aren't
fuck on the
All
marrying the
right,
young
what do
average.
y'all
girl.
Y'all aren't
think?
marrying
What do y'all
anyone.
think? What do y'all think about this? Who hasn't gone first off?
Yeah, I
Go
just
ahead,
wanted
Trey,
to
Trey.
land the
Go ahead,
plane.
I
Trey.
want to hear
Trey
from
just got here.
Officer Tree.
All right, Trey. Go ahead.
Hey Trey.
What's up, y'all? Look, I hate that I'm gonna have to do this because I want to be misogynistic and I want to stay in my lane, but we're complicit. We're complicit in this. We have to because all you have to do is go on Instagram. You can go to any Instagram model who has a fake who has a BBL and fake boobs, and all you have to do is look at the likes and look at the comments underneath. We are complicit as men. We are encouraging this behavior. We are not taking a stand against this behavior. We are just as guilty as the women are who are going to go get these surgeries.
Thank you very
And I
much,
hate
Trey.
to be that guy.
Hell
Oh my
no, I
God.
disagree with
Thank
that,
All right,
you.
Trey.
hold
That's
on.
bullshit.
Let him finish. Let him
You
finish.
guys
Go
can
ahead.
argue it all you want. The results are the results. All you have to do is go look at their pages.
Yep.
What does that mean, though?
Let him finish. Let
What
him
is a
finish.
like? What is a
Let him
like?
finish.
It means that we
What's
are
a like?
complicit. Can I answer the question?
Hold on. Let him
Go
finish.
ahead.
Why do you keep asking the same question over and over? Give me a chance to answer it. That means that we are complicit. If we are saying there was Trucker Yale said men don't like that. That's not true. It's not a true statement. If you see, I like Bernie's burgers, right? I talk about Bernie's burgers all the time. She
Steak
is
is
as
one of
fake.
them all.
She is
Go
as
ahead.
fake. She is as fake as they come, from top to bottom. If you go on her page and you look at the likes and all the comments, you will see male after male after male, and obviously there's some women mixed in there. Male after male after male after male who like what she looks like. I'm not saying that we're at fault. I'm not saying that we started this. I'm saying that we are complicit because we like it. And we gotta stop acting like we don't like it because of proof.
Thank you.
You
Hold on,
personally
y'all.
may
Hold
not
on, y'all.
like it.
No. We
King
do
Squad,
like it, but the
No, hold on.
creator
Hold on.
so
made
then
me
that makes
like
my
it.
point.
I didn't make
I
me
want to
like
go
it.
after that.
God made me like big tits and big ass.
Trigger,
Then
Hold
we're
on,
God
y'all.
made me like big tits and big
Let him
ass.
finish. Let him
Not
finish.
we're complicit.
surgery. Liking big tits and big ass don't mean you like cosmetic surgery to get that. I like it to
King
come
Spark,
how it comes.
you're talking about yourself. I'm talking about the general public of men. I'm
Them
talking about
niggas
men
whack.
as a
I
whole.
actually got something to say to
And
that, but let me get these super chats real quick.
y'all, I don't understand how y'all arguing this. All you have to do is pull up one of them.
No,
Just pull up
hold
any one
on,
of them.
Trey. Hold on, Trey. I'm actually going to argue against you, but let me get these super chats and we're going to chop it up about that. Because damn, y'all, you done triggered the whole panel. All right. Fantasy Island Girl, appreciate that. $5. You're the guy. I hope so. Hit the like button, y'all. Yes, please. These likes are
I'll take it
atrocious.
back.
200. You take it back. Too late now. YouTube took their money. These white people don't play. All right. 286 people watching and goddamn it, 92 likes. This is deplorable. Smash that like button right now. Show some support to the show. Pokeman, $5. Good afternoon. Much love. Appreciate that, sir. P. Rothstein, 216, $5. I'm sorry to say this, but to go have elective surgery when you're a mother of 3, it's nothing other than selfishness. It's just sad and senseless. Yep, I dropped the link for Mr. Rich. Darius Horton, $5. Maybe Coach K can answer this. Is it just the confusion of sexual market value versus relationship market value? That is a very good question.
Yes.
It's kind of speaking to my next point.
Yep.
Mr. Clement, $2. Vanity is a sin. Ladies, wise up. Shout out to Lizzo. Damn, not Lizzo. All right. No shout outs for me. I take that back. Undo that one from me. Ain't no shout out to her. All right, listen up. So that's a very good point that you made, Trey, but I'm going to disagree. Because we're going to go back to the car lot on this one. I have gone to test drive a whole lot of fucking cars that I like and ones that I could not afford, but I didn't buy that motherfucker. And that is the true testament to what a man wants. Did I buy? I can like all day. You're right. You are right. And the worst part about it is that it's a circus, bro. Did anybody else like going to the circus when they were young? Didn't you like the show that they put on? That's all it is. I can't touch that shit in real life. Many men don't even qualify for that shit in real life because the woman that most of these men are going to end up getting with do not look like that at all. And that is the general public's interest. That is the general public's preference. The natural woman, because that's the woman we are actually getting with and the women that actually get the rings put on their finger. What do you got?
Trey, you would let your lady go into the night?
Hang on.
Would you let your lady go into the night?
That has nothing to do with it. That has more to do with financial. Most of these guys can't afford women who look like that. So they have no choice. They can't afford them. You can't afford.
That's exactly what I was about to say. You get the best looking one that you can't afford.
You get what you can afford. Exactly.
Well, if you're having a problem affording them fine women, what you need to do is you need to get in your truck and you need to go on the highway and go to the smallest town you can find, go to the Piggly Wiggly and holler at the baddest chick on the grocery store. Her standards are a lot less.
So let me also say
this. How many guys go to a car lot, buy an old car, and make cosmetic changes on the car?
Well, no, that's exactly what they do with the women that they end up marrying. Let me actually say this, Trey. Let me actually say this. So I would also disagree. I would actually also disagree because yes, men do in a way. In fact, very insecure, very immature men end up perpetuating that standard and they actually promote that lifestyle. It's usually the arrogance of men and their when it's usually a lot of money involved, right? Athletes like get whatever you want done because they can spend. Drake, out here saying he'll pay for it.
So we're complicit. Trigger.
No. Listen, hold on.
Upgrade your car when you can afford to.
Y'all, wait, hold up. Most of those women are not wives; they're playthings.
Can I add something though?
In this scenario, they are your wife.
They don't buy it. They don't buy it.
In this scenario, they are your wife.
I'm trying to make one
They
simple
rent
point.
the goddamn car. They don't buy that shit.
My point is simple. We cannot just stand on the side and act like we haven't caused any of this. We are complicit in this as well. And just because you yourself wouldn't do it, or you know somebody that wouldn't do it, that has nothing to do with I don't know how many 180 some odd million men that are in this country that are clicking these like buttons.
All right, hold on,
that are saying that they actually do like it. In fact,
did you listen to the monologue?
Wait.
Hold on. Did you listen to the monologue, Trey?
No, I got here late. I was on another panel.
So we are complicit. So I'm going to agree somewhat, because I said we are complicit to the point where women take interest in what men are doing, but that is literally natural. Because the reason why men wear Jordans and the reason why men want to look nice and have our fitted cap and all that, it's the same thing. But this has gone way past something that is an interest of something that men may want into an obsession that's now mental illness, bro. So we're not
Well, then
responsible
are
for that
these
part.
men that are getting height surgery have mental illness also?
How many men are getting height surgery?
You
How many
damn
men are
right.
getting height
Wait,
surgery?
You
wait,
damn
wait,
right.
wait, 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 wait,
You
wait,
damn
wait,
right.
wait, the answer, the answer is yes.
Is yes.
They're insecure about their height.
They're
They're
fucking
insecure.
nuts.
Okay.
They
And why are
face
they
constant
insecure about their height?
because they've been
Why?
facing consistent rejection from women
Thank
who
you.
disqualify
Thank you.
them based
Thank
on
you.
their height.
But
Be
I'm not
honest.
blaming
Thank
the
you very
women
much,
for that.
Enter Black Dragon. Yes, we are blaming the women for that. I'm blaming the short women for that. These women
No,
that are
what?
really, really little, they
Nobody
say,
gives a
I
fuck
do
about
not,
these
be
men.
quiet. Yes, they say they do not
Nobody
want a
cares.
short
Y'all
man.
don't care.
Nobody does. No woman says, I want a short man. My preference, my dream guy is a short man. Nobody says that. And these men
So
have been
why?
experiencing that life their whole lives.
Let me
And
ask you a
now
question.
they have
So
the
why don't?
option to fix it, and they're fixing it. Just like the women
Okay.
that have bad
Fantasy
bodies,
Island.
like y'all say.
Why don't we all have prosthetic penises then? We should all
Because
have
most of you guys have
15
I
different
don't
inch
need one.
sizes
prosthetic
there.
penises
Can
right now.
can
Because of
Most
the
I
of you guys
pressure,
have
it
average
is.
We're not
sizes
stupid enough to
there.
do that shit to our body. That's like
can
If
I
you were
add
all
something?
micro, then you would.
what you mean you
The
cut too deep? Why it's not working?
the reason the car analogy doesn't work though is because a car can't go to the gym and work on themselves. Now, of course, you can't grow. D. Lauren rightfully said that you cannot grow boobs in the gym. Now you can sculpt, you can tighten, you can raise a little bit, you can, but
A
when it comes to
little.
a little bit, but that's not going to affect your size. Now with the butt, that's in the legs, that's a whole different story. So that's why the car analogy doesn't, that doesn't apply and it falls flat. But
We
I'll
just
also
love
say,
cars, though. We just love cars.
well, yeah, but that doesn't, yeah, but you might like a Lamborghini, but that doesn't mean you want to drive it every single day,
You're
or
right.
have to deal with the gas mileage or the
You
upkeep,
might be
whatever.
right.
So, but my thing is, let's say that, and women do talk trash about short men or whatever, but that does not mean that a guy should have to feel like his worth is wrapped up in his height. Because guess what? There's plenty of women, I'm sure, that will take that man, and let's assume in good faith that that's a good man. Okay. They'll take him regardless of his height, because guess what? At the end of the day, that's not all that matters. Like, this is so materialistic and just surface level shit that
Shallow as
doesn't
fuck.
matter. It's shallow.
Coach K,
But
is your
also,
husband short?
he's not tall by any
Is
stretch.
he short? Is he average height?
What's the average height?
5'8".
I think
5'8"
5'8".
or 5'9". Yeah, it's 5'8".
I don't think it's 5'9". I think it's shorter than
I
that.
think it's 5'8", right? It's like 5'8".
5'8".
If I wear heels, we're
Oh, Coach K
Guys-
tiny,
Coach
so he's
K,
like
you beating
5'8",
around it.
5'7".
How tall is he?
I don't know his. You want me to go here? I'm gonna go Yelp.
Never mind. I thought you
Like,
might
he
know.
about to hate us. Like, what the
No,
fuck
but
they
you
asking
can't.
about
No,
height?
but I practice.
But
I
he's not
practice what I-
short because you short and he's not even your
No,
height.
most
I'm
men- but
He's
5'5".
way
you don't
taller
even
than
have
you.
to ask her.
So
Most
you wear heels
women's husbands
and he's
are
still
5'8"
your
and
height.
under,
That doesn't
simply because
mean.
that's the height of most men.
It means
But
he's
that-
not short.
But that doesn't mean that if he was shorter than me, that I would have passed him up because he's short. There's plenty
So
of
no
guys
short guys wanted you, Coach K? None.
they did,
That
but
you
I
passed
didn't
up
pass
on
up.
for your taller husband.
I did not pass them up because they were short. Fantasy, and
Fantasy
you know
Island
that
girls
shit.
full
You
of shit,
know,
man.
but
It's
that's some
funny,
bullshit.
Hey, hold up, fantasy.
Yeah.
I done seen your man
I
walk
know
by. That
plenty
dude,
of short
that dude
guys.
about
I know
5'8" or
plenty of
less.
short
Okay,
guys
okay,
that
okay. I
wanted
think
me,
we can
and I
all
passed up on them
establish
because
that
they were
women
short.
don't want to date
Yeah,
leprechauns.
fantasy. Aren't you taller than
Exactly.
that dude?
think
I know
that's
plenty of short
Preferences are
guys.
fine.
My guy,
Preferences are
my man is 1 inch shorter than me, and that's fine. But these guys that are short, I do not give them a chance. I do not. So I'm not going to sit up here and lie for the internet and say, oh, it doesn't matter that
Fantasy,
they're
how
short,
tall are
because
you?
that's a lie. I'm not
How
going to give
tall
them a
is
chance
short?
because
How
they're
short is
I'm
short,
5'8".
Fantasy?
Well,
I'm
men
5'8".
give girls,
I'm
men
5'8".
give girls,
I'm 5'8".
men give flat-chested girls a chance, and we give women with flat butts a chance.
Hell yeah, they do.
Okay,
We don't
all
give
the way
short men a
around.
chance.
Okay,
That's
We
true.
don't give men a
we give
chance.
You
them
know
a
what it
round.
is though, because I can't allow y'all to keep
We
making this.
friends on them.
I can't allow y'all to keep making this unrealistic argument. What it is that men allow themselves to be put on. The fact is that men are extremely romantic, and we never talk about this. You will date a woman and or marry a woman outside of your body preference. We all love, well, most men love big titties, but all girls don't have big titties. What really ends up happening is you allow yourself to be put onto something, even though it's not your actual preference. And you know what ends up happening? That woman, that actual woman that you were taking interest in, she just becomes your preference. That's it. So it's not really just, it's not really like, oh, let me go slap some titties on it. It's like, look, I love titties, but shit, this woman
Trey,
here.
don't shake your head.
Yeah, Trigger speaking for himself, or maybe he's speaking for maybe
the worst part is that I'm not
the
even speaking for
majority of
myself
men,
because my wife got big
I
titties.
don't. My standard is
I can't my ex-wife, so that's all right.
I can't compromise.
She has to have a bubble. I don't care about boobs. I'm not a boob guy, but she has to have a bubble. If she don't have a bubble, I don't work. That's not even a preference. That's the standard.
So you ain't hit no flat ass. You never hit flat ass.
Hang on. What's the question? What's the question? What's the question? What's the
I swear to
question?
you, you can go back and look at my history of women. None of them have flat booties. None of them.
Thank you, Trey. Thank you for being honest.
Let's say you met the love of your life. Whatever. She's a unicorn. You want to marry her, unlike any woman you've ever met.
I'm taking her to get surgery, Coach K. She got.
Oh my God! This nigga part of the problem.
Trey, toxic.
You are the problem, sir.
Trey is toxic.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Hang on. Go ahead.
She has big boobs. She has a butt, but she has big boobs. You said that you don't care. You like flat. You said you like flat chests.
No, I'm saying that I don't care whether or not she has big or flat. It's not a big deal to me. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's not something I pay attention to.
Okay.
Like if she got it, if she got big boobs, great. If she doesn't, she doesn't. I've dated women who had A cups. It didn't matter to me.
Okay, so why can women then with their butts be with a man that is okay if he would maybe prefer it to be a certain size, but she doesn't have to go under the knife to be with him. Like it's a preference at the end of the day. But I think to blame.
But it's not a preference for me. That's what I'm saying to you.
The chest thing?
No, butt thing. Well, I'm saying the butt thing. It's not a preference for me. That's a standard. She has to have that.
But you
and then
wouldn't
it's most
make
black
a
men's
girl,
standard,
so
Coach
you,
K.
You know what?
My guy, he prefers ass. So it's fine.
No, I said that's most black men's standard.
Coach K,
black man's standard. It is.
Coach K is 100% correct in what she's saying.
Hang on, Coach K. If she is everything, if she is my unicorn, she has everything. But that's the one thing she doesn't have. I honestly would argue that she's not even getting close to me because I didn't pay any attention. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth.
Exactly.
My daughter's mom, I saw her from behind first. That's how I saw her, from behind. And that thing was round and bubble, and that's what made me go talk to her. I'm just being honest with you.
But you didn't keep her.
Honest with you. And if she is the unicorn and she got a flatty, I'm going to politely suggest that there are some surgical options that can be taken. I will be happy to foot the bill for it.
Horrible.
That's fine. I mean, that's fine. But
deplorable.
So what I'm hearing from Trey is that he's the man who's contributing to this problem.
Right.
Him and him alone.
Does everybody agree with that?
He's complicit.
What we talking about this problem? The only time we ever
we're complicit. We're complicit. No, you're complicit. We ain't trying to have none of that.
I'm not arguing that.
No. Everybody on this panel has expressed themselves saying that we don't want nothing fake. You're the man on this panel saying you're
there is an English word. There is an English saying that says,
hang on.
Trey, you guys been going for a long time.
Mr. Ikene's right here. Hey, let him go. Let him go, Trey.
Let him
respond.
Trey, you guys been going on. I've been listening to you guys in the background for a long time. Okay, go ahead.
I'm responding to you. You guys are lying, and I know how you're lying, because if these women were naked in front of you and you were getting ready to have sex with them, you're not kicking them out the bedroom. You guys are just as complicit because you're not.
We're not marrying them, Trey.
Hang on, I don't care about marriage. I'm not talking about marriage.
That's the game. That's what we're talking about.
I wouldn't play with them either.
You guys
I'll take it the hell out. I'm being bluntly honest.
You guys will have relationships. You guys will have sexual relationships with these plastic women and try to make it seem like, oh, well, I don't want to be with her. That's not true.
I wouldn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're speaking for. Wait. So what we're witnessing here is projection. This is something, but your standards are not the standards of the average man.
Okay, okay,
Mr.
okay,
Keenan,
okay, guys. Okay,
go
okay,
ahead.
guys. There's a saying in the English word that says, when the desirable is not available, the available becomes desirable. Think it. When the desirable is not available, the available becomes desirable. Case in point, when you're looking for a woman with butt and you can't find one, you take one without butt. That's what it is. A lot of short women want tall men, but tall men are not available. They go with men shorter than them or their height. I know a guy that is about 4'11", 5 foot, and this guy pulls women that are 5'5". I don't know how he does it, but he does it really good. So at the end of the day, women lie a lot, men lie a lot. We as people lie a lot about what we want. But what we want when it's not available or we can't get it, we're always going to settle for what we don't want. Or we accept the minimum. Just like Ebony K. Ebony K can't get a man that is richer than her. Can't even get a man that is $500,000 up to her net worth, right? Do you think she's not going to settle for somebody 150,000 or 100K? She will, in a heartbeat. So we as men have to stop all these things about girls want 6 foot. It's a lie. I am 5'8", and I've put girls 6'3" many times. You see what I'm saying? Tall girls go for, like I see tall girls that say all the time, "Oh, I'm not gonna get a guy 6 foot below." Hell no. They've put guys 5'8", 5'9", 5'10".
That's
And
average
she
height,
gonna,
though.
and guess
That's not
what?
short.
And I gotta tell you, and guess what? I have seen girls that are 5 foot taller than me, and they will not wear heels. And I said, you can wear heels, I don't care, but I'm just gonna stay a little far away from you. Hey, bro. But it's life. It's life. So people let's stop this, man. Girls
No,
will
so
settle
imagine if
for
you
a
were 3
guy.
inches shorter.
Even I've been 5 inches shorter, 6 inches shorter. I still put a girl, not a girl.
Let me say this.
She's taller than me.
Hold on. I gotta defend my boy Trey on this one, bro. Here's the fact. If you put the average man in a room with one of these plastic chicks, the average man would fold like a cheap damn tent.
Oh,
when
yes.
When you get into a room with a real baddie, and you see that skin is perfect, that ass is fat, them titties is perfect, that waist is small, she gonna lock your ass up. You ain't gonna know
But I'm gonna disagree. This is where I'm gonna agree with Trey. I'm gonna agree with Trey on this. I gotta tell you, no matter how a beautiful girl is, and she has that BBL, it is not proportional to her. Hell no, I'm not gonna follow that girl. I agree with Trey on that one. That is the only thing that you guys have said so far that I'm gonna agree to, is that Trey is almost right on what he's saying. I gotta tell, I've seen girls, if that BBL is not done good, if it's not done good, no, I said if it's not done good, which means I don't know it's BBL, right? I don't know. Oh man, I'm going for it.
Hey Trey, do you drink?
But if it's bad looking,
wine.
You drink wine? That's all you ever drank in your life was wine?
No. When I was younger, I drank alcohol, but.
And them the same days when you tap
Jordan
that
said,
flat
"Stop
ass
thinking with
after
your
you
dick,
drink
but
that
y'all
vodka.
cannot. Men cannot.
Nah,
Men
listen. I'm not even trying to be like antagonistic or anything. That has always been my standard. You can actually ask my
I'm
mom.
not even accusing you of that. I don't think any of y'all are trying to be antagonistic. I just believe that's what y'all naturally do. You're drawn to the ass. Some men are drawn to the tits. It's just natural. Just like some women are drawn to really big slungs, or some women are drawn to average size. Like they're just a natural. You get what I'm saying? So and there's some women that are drawn to really buff men, and some women that want the basketball player looking guy, like the lean. So it's like, you guys have to accept that most black men want ass. And if your ass don't look right, even in the gym, if it's a box ass, they want you to have hips. They want you to have ass.
So you're not lying. First off, nobody stop disagreeing with Fantasy Island Girl about what black men want, but Ikene just put it into perfect perspective for everybody. It's not available. Like literally, this is what I used to call the Zach Morris, Kelly Kapowski syndrome. You expect the most popular, charismatic guy to be with the best looking girl. Every dude is not Zach Morris. He cannot get Kelly Kapowski. So when you see a fly ass dude literally walking before his woman and his woman got the kids, like the dude's buttoned up, dressed to the nines, haircut, all fancy, you expect the woman to come through that door behind them to be top freaking notch. Most, like literally 80% of men do not qualify for that. So what we're saying is that yes, most men want ass. Yes, most men want titties. It is not achievable. They cannot go out and pick and choose the woman they want that way. So they not even settle, but they learn to like what's available. Like Ikene said,
no, they don't. That's why the marriage rates are dropping, Trigger Mike. No, they don't. They're choosing not to get married. They're choosing not to get married.
Ass dropping the marriage rates.
You're not shaped the way you need to be shaped. Back in the day, they didn't have as much sugar in the food, so they weren't as fat. We're fatter. We're fatter. Obviously, I'm not speaking for myself, you guys, but we're fatter. We're bad built. So if they can go get a surgery so they can be shaped better, they're going to do that so they can get chosen. And we're not getting chosen because we look like gross. We look gross. We look fat and nasty.
You know what, y'all?
Fantasy girl, you're wrong.
Once again, she is correct. The part that you're not correct about is that if women are insecure about not being chosen because men are attracted to shapely women, right? The Coke bottle shape is a natural. It's a natural attraction for a man to be attracted to a woman with a Coke bottle shape, thinner frame for fertility reasons. But remember the average age of first marriage. How the hell we got a chick that look like Lizzo at 28? So a woman not supposed
because
to
they look like Lizzo earlier now.
Hold on. So that means that she's not fucking disciplined. Let's understand that there are multiple layers to why men don't choose these type of women. If you that fucking fat at 26 or 28, nobody should want your ass. You have serious work to do on yourself before you consider anything else. And here's actually another thing, because y'all think men are stupid. When I wanted to get married, the first thing I thought about was, damn, I'd be fucking. So we're gonna have kids right away, which happened, okay? Because that's just what happens with people, right? So I know the type of woman I like and the way she's shaped. As soon as you move in, your ass is mine, and you're probably gonna get pregnant. So I said, she has to be in shape for that. Ladies, let me know in the chat. Let me know if I'm lying. Isn't a woman at risk? Isn't she automatically termed a high risk pregnancy if she's obese?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, the answer is yes.
That is 100% correct.
Yes,
because
the first thing I thought about is if I want to bear healthy. The first thing I thought about was I said I want a boy and a girl, which I got too. Yeah, yay me. And I thought about the boy in my image. I said I want him to be healthy. I want him to be athletic. I want him to be a leader like his daddy, to be able to conquer, to go to the military, all this stuff. He has to be healthy. What kind of woman can produce this for me? A healthy woman. So it's natural for us to want that. It ain't. That's why the marriage rate is so low. These women fattish. No, never mind. I ain't gonna say that. But
can I add to that? Like when if you're going under the knife to get a result, you're missing all the side benefits and the byproducts. What?
No, go ahead.
Okay, the side effects and the byproducts of being in the gym, which is definitely beneficial to your mental health and working towards goals, and that's just fulfilling in and of itself. So it's like you're not going to get that from just going under the knife to get an outcome. And
coach, they go afterwards. You ain't seen that?
Yeah, you have to go to the gym to maintain.
They go afterwards.
So why don't you just go first? Like I don't understand.
Listen, coach. This is not about being logical or making sense. That's not what this is about.
Oh, I'm on the wrong panel then.
Trey, you've been deemed a non-credible witness for this topic. I'm sorry.
You're real, bro.
But
I'll tell you. Hang on. So let me take it. Hang on. Let me take it here. As far as BBL is concerned, in plastic surgery and women having a certain type of aesthetic look, right? That's pleasing. The problem with that is it's fine to look at. It's fine to even play with, behind closed doors in the bedroom. The issue comes with if you're trying to establish a real relationship with that woman, she's not going to give up the attention. There's no way for her to shut off the type of attention she's going to attract from other men, right? The problem with having this nice car or whatever that's paid for is that everybody wants it, right? Everybody wants to drive it. And that's just not something that we should have to worry about or contend with. So yeah, we may want to play with it, like Trigger Mike was saying. Yeah, I saw a whole lot of luxury cars that I test drove, but that's not the one I bought. And there's reasons why for that. You may rent it, you may lease it, but that's not something you want to commit your life to. You don't want to have to worry about next month.
EBD for the first time. EBD for the first time. I'm gonna actually.
If you're admitting that it's for playtime, then we are complicit. Because women still.
Why are we complicit?
Hang on, women still to this day in 2023 still have a hard time discerning or differentiating the difference between a man who actually wants to be with them and a man who actually just wants to have sex with them. They still, even in today's society, cannot get that figured out. So if you're admitting that we're using these women who are plastic toys as playthings, then we are complicit in this culture. We play a role in it because we're using them.
EBD for the first time, I'm going to actually have to disagree a little bit with you.
Okay, go ahead.
Trey is also correct in this. You know why? Women have this mindset of, I'm doing my body for the man that I want or the man that wants me. Most of the time when women change their body, they do it particularly for a man, not for all men. What happens is that when that man steps into their life, they will shape and keep going through plastic surgery to keep making themselves shape for that man. But it is to her detriment. You see what I'm saying? Women do things for men to her detriment because men are very conflicting when it comes to beauty standard. Men want this, they want that, they never. When it comes to what a man wants in a woman, men are not really steady in it. That's one thing that men have problem. Because as soon as she gains weight in that stuff, he goes for another woman. You see what I'm saying? So that is why I tell women all the time, don't go through plastic surgery. Work out. Do that workout so that way you can be the best shape of your life. And when that man comes into your life, you have to stay in that. That is one thing that men are consistent in. Men want you to remain where you are, even after the kids. Don't change.
Right.
You see, don't change. Remain that way. But the problem with women and nature, which is nature is stubborn. Nature is stubborn. Nature will make her gain weight because as soon as she has that child, she gains weight. A woman is also very lazy. As soon as she becomes comfortable, she gains weight.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
So it's 100,000 fat pregnant women right now. All over the world.
This is stupid because men are fat too. Americans are just fat. It's not a it's not
That's
a
what I'm
thing.
saying.
It's
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying.
Hang on, King. What were you saying? What were you trying to say, King? What were you trying to say, King? He was trying to say something. Go ahead.
The fact of the matter is, and I gotta steal a line out of the Mr. Let Go playbook, and Lord, I'm about to regret this shit. But he said, with a lot of women, it is monkey see, monkey do, right? What do women see on social media? That damn dreadful social media. Who are the women that are taking the trips? Who are the women who are dating the athletes, the rappers, the entertainers, the actors? Who are the women that are flying overseas to Dubai? Who are the women who has the Birkin bag? Who's going to Gucci and Louis and spending $50,000 in those stores? What do those women look like? Right? It's a direct correlation with what these women are seeing. So they think, okay, this is what I have to do. This is what I have to look like, right? Janelle Monáe is out here selling sex now, selling her sexuality now. That ain't how it all started for her. So with a lot of women to be the it chick, you have to sell your sexuality. And these women, to get to a certain place, they are willing to do that. They are willing to put their life on the line. It's not going to change, y'all.
But you can't put lipstick on a pig and kiss it and call it a beautiful woman.
Yeah, you're right. The fact of the matter
Yes,
is,
but the difference is you're not putting lipstick on a pig. These are actual women that aren't the standard that they need to be physically, and they get told that every day.
Yep. On social
What creates?
media,
Hold on. What? I got a question.
Is a demon,
How is it,
bro? It's a
what's
demon.
The difference? What's the difference between
This is a conversation that can't go forward.
What's the difference between the standard and the preference? Because I know it may be a preference, but how is it the standard when most dudes can't even pull these chicks to begin with? Ain't nobody walking around with no dimes like that. I don't know where y'all live
Because
at.
there's not that many dimes out there. That's
Exactly.
the point.
So why are we acting like this is the majority of the people? Everybody knows that there ain't that many dimes out there. So you got to take the 6 and 7s and the 8s and work with them.
King Spot. Check this out, King Spot. So the easiest thing to do in this life is to pull a woman. It's very easy to pull a woman. Very easy. If you have confidence, right? The easiest thing to do is to pull a woman. No matter her age, you can pull a woman very easily. But I got to tell you one thing. This is where the problem lies. Men actually underestimate their worth before they approach a woman. Case in point, when I was a teenager, right? My friends guys would tell me everything that is wrong with me. This, that. The guys would discourage you from getting to a woman. As soon as you get to a woman, you'll be surprised how the woman will accept you. As soon as she accepts you, now you're conflicted with yourself. Like, damn, she accepted me that easy? Now you don't even trust your own self. You see what I'm saying?
It's still that many. There's not that many dimes though out here. If you go to an event or if you go to a concert, all right, I used to work security for many years. All right. If you look at 5,000 people come in an arena or 10,000, 20,000, it's only still maybe out of thousands of people, maybe 50 to 100 dimes.
You know why I'm gonna disagree with you? I've seen guys that are 250 pounds, 5'5", pulling girls that are very beautiful.
Ain't nobody said that they couldn't. Wait, hold on, I don't know what point you're making right now.
It's the confidence, man.
Is there the exception and not the rule?
That's the exception and not the rule.
That is the gross exception. That is
gross exception.
This conversation will have no end. This conversation will have no end. Listen, there's some of the fattest women in the world. They're all getting sex because men, especially black men, have no standards for the most part. Or stroke anything. And
especially black men.
The fact that women will go and look at likes on Instagram, even if they're 3.5, they're getting people hit their little picture if they show a little skin. So the biggest thing that women always conflate sexual attention with relationship attention. They can't get past it, right? So they just
that's what they're trying to get.
Yeah. Well, which one? You know, so if they want relationship attention, that attention is more serious, and marriage attention is even more serious. But we got to get to the next question because we ain't getting off.
We do. Y'all beat this shit to death. Goddamn.
Oh, you're right.
Can't stand y'all when y'all do that shit. All right, Big Ant, $10. What up, Trigger Mike? Fantasy, a mental delusion. One lives in Island, a place in life that lacks mental growth for selfish comfort. Girl, lack bricks in your life foundation to elevate to the next level. I think that was for you, Fantasy. All right, y'all keep that super chats coming. And as a matter of fact, Trey has been so toxic today. Who want to boot him off the panel today? I don't.
No. It's necessary. I just know.
I'm tired of his shit.
Every time I tell the truth, I'm toxic.
Wait. Natural or fake? Natural or fake, Trey? Natural or fake? Which one are you marrying? Which one would you marry? Natural or fake?
Trey, if every time you tell the
girlfriend, is your girlfriend going to be natural or fake? Which one do you prefer?
I've dated several women that have fake.
But which one do you? Is Trey going for, natural or fake?
I just answered your question. I've dated several women that have fake boobs. I go for what I want.
So fake.
Yeah, I go for what I want.
All right, Trey, you said
if the bubble's right, the bubble's right.
The highest super
Trey,
chat.
you said every time you tell the truth. You said every time you tell the truth, you toxic, right?
Yeah,
You
every
consider
time
toxic?
I come on the panel, when we were talking
And
about
tell
the
the
fact
truth.
checks, I was talking about the truth then. I was telling the truth then. Y'all called
And
me
you were
toxic.
toxic. All right, that means, Trey, that you
Hold
are
on.
toxic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
And
toxic,
every
bro.
time you tell
I'm
the
not
truth,
arguing that.
You
you
what's wrong with
consider
society?
toxic. That means
Okay.
you are toxic, Trey. That's what
You
that
are
means.
what's wrong with
Okay.
society.
But I'm
Realize
also
that,
telling the
right?
Hey,
truth.
hold on,
Hey,
hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold
kiss
on.
back.
Lying on this
Trey
panel.
AAB,
is
come on, Cam,
toxic.
real quick so I
All
can
right.
know what you gonna.
No, y'all sensitive.
Is
Let me say
anyone
something.
else
Hold on. Let me
besides?
say something. Hold on.
Okay,
Let me
go
say
ahead.
something here. This what I did throughout my young, my 20s, and people think I'm mean for saying that. I tell you, when I want a woman who can do long walk with me. Keyword: long walk. I mean, you gotta have a stamina. I mean, you cannot be overweight. I tell my woman to be natural. If she can wear a t-shirt and a sweatpants and still look hot without all the makeup, you can look hot in anything. I have a criteria because my thing is this. Most women be bumped with me and say they have platter. I say, I'm fine, you have your platter, but I'm not into that thing. I want my woman 100% grade A natural. You cannot be natural, you're fake to me for the rest of your life.
All right. So
That being said, I've been vicious that way since youth.
all right. So AAB, I see you in the back. Come on, Cam, real quick so I can see you. Then you can cam down. I'm gonna get the next question going. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Trigger Mike Show on the Lapeef Network, the greatest network on YouTube. We are talking about deadly beauty standards. Obviously, you can look at the thumbnail and get the context. Please make sure you keep sending super chats in. We appreciate all of your support. And the next question, we're going to start with my man, Christopher J. I'm going to cam down so the person in the back can come up. The next question is, should the obsession with BBLs and other elective surgeries be considered a mental illness? Chris, we're going to start with you.
That's an interesting take. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Doing all right.
Should it be considered a mental? Oh, that's a good one. I'm not going to go as far as say mental, although I may want to make an argument about that. I could say it's lack of emotional control, emotional stability, because where's all this stemming from? It's stemming from people telling you you're not good enough, you don't look the best, and they try to compare you to other women. Emotionally, you need to tune all that goofy shit out and be at peace and be at one with who you are in the mirror. You need to identify your flaws and accept your flaws. If the gym can't fix it, it is what it is. You need to learn to live with it. Now, I don't want to go as far as say it's mental as of now. I want to say it should be considered as an emotional illness because originally that's kind of where it started from. If you don't get a control of it, yes, it can lead to mental problems, but it starts with your emotions. It starts with you loving you, you accepting who you are.
BDD is the disorder, body dysmorphic disorder, common among people who have an interest in plastic surgery. It's characterized as a preoccupation with a slight or non-obsessive defect in a person's appearance that's associated with obsessive thinking and compulsive behaviors that lead to disruption in daily activities of life.
I was gonna say that right away. Let me give you
Don't
guys.
skip me
I just
though.
want
Don't
to. I'm
skip me.
just
I
gonna
just
drop.
got.
Let me drop a word. That's it. The word I was trying to say is obsession, but EBD said it. Okay, let me go.
And I just want to say, yeah, it's a mental illness, and if you're willing to go under the knife to get a fatter ass, it's gonna look weird on you. You batshit crazy. You heard it here first. That's
And
all
I
I
will
got.
say, I also say, yes, it's a mental illness. That being said, looking to expand more big mental health hospitals, they have all the women get checked out. Because that being said, if you feel like you have to do such a thing that to look good, and you're not mentally stable on that matter, then you got a problem. Because to be honest with you, I don't care what anybody says. A majority of people are not going to get BBL. It's a fake minority of people are doing it for the sake of to make themselves feel good. You got to do such a stupid thing, make yourself feel good, which could cost you your life. Then you're mentally ill for sure, for sure. I don't care what anybody says.
All
You
right.
got a problem. You need to get some
Yeah,
psychiatry help.
I got you. What? So the new
Yeah,
one was AAB, right? You can get her opinion on it real quick since she just came
Hey,
up.
how are you? How you gentlemen doing today?
No,
All
it's
right.
Friday, so hey.
Good. And rest in peace to that young lady who lost her life. Prayers and condolences to her family. As far as what I think, it's like I agree on one end, and another end, I don't want to say I disagree. I do understand like the risk. Like, is it worth the risk to go under the knife to die? And I really don't think it is, but I do understand some surgeries where, especially with this young lady, I think she's like postpartum about a year. So I do know some women after, like, I think her youngest son is 1 year old. She's got like young children, 1 year, excuse me. And I know after having children, some women, they breastfeed, they lose a lot of volume in their breasts. Even if they go to the gym afterwards and they diet correctly, like they'll have like that skin fupa and everything. So it's like, it's just like you're seeing your body change, even if you're doing your best to kind of revert to where you could get back to. And I think women have to understand, like, after you have children, your body will never revert. I don't care how perfect you do a regimen. It'll never be the same. But it's like you're in this body for all of your life. And let's say you have your first child when you're 30, and now you're seeing your breasts look crazy and you've got this fupa and you got this skin and you got these stretch marks. It's like you have to live in this body. And so it's just like you're looking at it every day. So I understand why some will do it. I'm not talking about going out and getting the cartoonish surgery to look like the IG models. I think actually a lot of women who go and get these surgeries, they're not trying to look like Bernice and all of these baddies. A lot of them just want something subtle because they just see this crazy change that's happened to their body and they just want to, I guess, feel some sense of normalcy. But in any surgery, like we could go in for dental surgery and anything could happen because you're going under anesthetics. And a lot of people, they have undiagnosed health conditions where it could counteract with the surgery. Like, I think what I've heard is she passed away from heart failure. I mean, I don't 100% know, but that's kind of what I'm hearing in the streets. So there could be just an undiagnosed health issue that you have that could cause a problem with the surgery. So that's just kind of how I feel. I don't think you should do anything crazy. I feel like if you do want to make a subtle change to yourself, I don't see an issue with that, just as long as you're doing it for you. But you have to know the risk, and you have to look at your life and see, is that risk worth it?
I got a question for ABB. Is she married or she's single?
Who,
Which
me?
one? What? No. Oh, yeah. I think she's talking. You talking to me or AAB?
No, I'm asking you guys. Is the lady that died married from the surgery? The lady that died from the surgery, she married or single?
She's
Not married.
legally she's single. Yes.
She's
She's
engaged.
single.
Not married at all.
I gotta put. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish your conversation before I come.
Oh no, I was finished. Go ahead.
You see, I've met girls in my life that have big boobs. Something about their body that they don't like, and all these girls, some of them want to go under the surgery, and I will say to them, no, don't do it. Don't do it for me. It doesn't worth it. You die, I move on. You see what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I gotta be brutally honest.
Do you
Because
think,
that's how you.
think a lot of women are doing it for men? You don't think women are like doing
No, no. Everything a woman, we gotta start telling ourselves the
No, I
real
think
truth.
you men need to stop thinking every move a woman makes is
Excuse me, ABB. Let me talk. So that way you hear from a man, okay? Everything that women do, 95% of the time they do it for men, even though they don't want to admit it. They say, no, I'm doing it for my girlfriend. It's a lie. They mostly do it because they want to get a man's attention. No woman is going to go out there to lift her boob for another woman. No woman is going to go out there and change the shape of her body.
Ekene, I think you are severe. I think you are severely underestimating the narcissism of women today.
That's what I'm saying. I got what
Mike,
you said.
you're on mute. Mike, you're on mute.
I put it this way in the monologue. Hold on, real quick, because this is actually what it is. It's not. Ekene is 100% correct, but the part about the narcissism, remember, this is somewhat is a mental illness, and women won't even be able to characterize it themselves to say. That's why they keep saying, well, no, I'm doing it for me. They don't understand the actual reason that they're doing this type of behavior. They are 100% doing it for men, but this is the part that makes them think they're doing it for women. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Women have created beauty standards based off of what they think we like so they can compete with each other. That's what they're doing. They're competing with each other. That's why they say for each other. They're not doing it for each other. They're basing it off what they think we like so they can compete with each other over who is more desirable to us. That is what they're doing because they want to be the most desired person in a group. Every woman, anywhere you go in this life, everybody know when the dime just walked in. Everybody know when the best looking woman in the room walked in because every other woman feels uncomfortable and insecure after that. That is what they're competing against. So they think they're doing it for her, but they want our attention. So they're doing it for us. Because
doesn't that mean that she's doing it for both then? Doesn't that mean that she's doing it for society then? Like I just said in the very beginning, and I got all that flack. You guys are not whatever, Trigger Mike. You guys are not being honest. It's for society. Society treats you differently if you look a certain way, like he just pointed out.
No, I haven't finished yet.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So no problem. So what Alan Girl is saying, what she just said right now, is correct if she's leading to the same point that I'm leading to. So what I'm trying to say is this: a woman can come to you and say, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that for a man. It's a pure lie because I've dealt with girls that would ask me, oh, what do you think about my boobs? What do you think about my butt? Oh, I did this, I did that. Do you like it? She's asking a man if a man likes it.
That's your experience.
I gotta tell you this. No, ABBs, please hold on. So I gotta tell you this, right? Everything that men or women do, we do it for the opposite sex.
That's not true.
To attract the opposite sex.
That's not true.
I gotta tell you, if I go buy a car out there, right? My main reason of buying a car is that I want to drive first. Transportation from point A to point B. Second reason is that I want to impress my other guys. Third reason is that I want to be able to drive girls in the car. You see what I'm saying?
No.
So there is always inherent subconscious. Oh, go ahead.
No, exactly. So let me piggyback because nobody's actually wrong. Everybody's kind of on the same wavelength. We're just like having a battle of semantics and context right now. The reason why Ikene is right is because look at it this way. When you say society, you're not even wrong, Fantasy Island girl. But you have to look at who sets the trends of society. Everything essentially is for men, at least for men. Who sets the standard? That's who everybody is trying to impress. They're trying to live up onto a standard set, financed by, or validated by men. So here's the way I'm going to qualify that statement. Do y'all not know that even dykes, like gay women, seek the approval of straight men? You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. They seek the approval. So even though they're not competing with other women for the desirability of men, they need the approval of straight men so they can be who they are. They want to wear the same sneakers. They want to talk tough. So that's what I mean. Like, yes, everything you do is actually for that other person. And it's usually men. It's always usually men involved in it.
And even if y'all say that's not true, y'all are the exceptions. What Trigger Mike is speaking to is the majority. The majority of people feel this way. They say it all the time.
And guess what, Island Girl? Guess what, Trigger Mike? And the rest of the guys. Do you know why white women start spending money on boobs and butt? It's because they want to look like black women to attract to their men. Because they see that white men are interested in boobs and butts. So white women started spending money to get something that black women have in order to attract their men. You see what I'm saying? To keep their men's attention within them. One woman doesn't have BBL. She doesn't have natural butt. But she had to go get BBL in order to appeal to her men. So women do everything they do for outward appearance is for the interest of a man. So
that's not always true.
That's somebody new on the panel. Let go ahead.
It's a whole Facebook. Some girl on Facebook made a whole post about the women in my area with the best BBLs. It was all women commenting like hers look good. I want mine to be like that. Oh, hers look good.
Why would a man
I told you it's society. Thank you.
It's not. They weren't even worried about me. My cousin had one last summer. She was engaged. they are not together anymore. Like it's
oops, sorry.
Oh no.
no,
It's
but
not
they
because
do
of the
Are
it
we
for
surprised?
Hang on.
Are we
Let her finish.
surprised?
Let her finish. Go ahead.
like I feel like a lot of men don't care. Like they don't. She went and got that done. They're not even together now. But it's mainly, I feel like it's a society thing. They see on social media all these women, the celebrities or Instagram models or whatever. They see their bodies and they want that. Like I said, it was
But
no
Ash, don't
man
people break up with
commenting
Because
on
natural
they
the
bodies?
thought
post. It was all
because they
women.
thought men want it.
Don't people
The
break
women
up
are
with
getting
natural bodies?
BBL
Y'all
thinking
are
that
being
men want it.
disingenuous.
Hold on,
Men
y'all.
don't want it.
Hold on. Did y'all not
Y'all are
listen
pretending.
Did y'all not listen to my explanation? They're not. So yes, you said society, but remember, the society's game is desirability. Who are they trying to be desired by?
Man.
All
Men. It's
society,
all
men
about
and women.
if there was
What the
nothing
hell would a woman smash
over.
that booty?
Because
Come on,
when
man.
women feel like you're more attractive, they're less likely to be a bitch to you. They're less likely to treat you like dog shit.
You
But
get
when they
more
think you look
opportunities.
worse than them, they
Oh,
more
okay. Now
likely to give you an
you
attitude.
have
They
a
more
point. You
likely
have
to
a
treat you
point
like a
on that
lesser
one. You
man.
have a
And
point.
you guys are gonna
You may have
gonna
a point on that
lie
one.
and
I
act
can
like
name women.
yeah.
I can
Okay.
name women do smack that booty too, though. They do.
No,
The women like
Oh
but it's
yeah,
not
and if
the.
your
No, I'm
ass
talking
is
about.
fat,
No,
then
I'm talking
that ass
about the
gets smacked
natural.
by ladies too.
I'm talking about the natural sense, not the
So I have a question. So
fantasy
surgery
sense.
aside, do you all think that every component of how a woman fixes her appearance, like her hair, her skincare, what kind of jewelry she wears, what kind of clothes she wears, everything, you think it is centered around the desirability for you all? Like
She
everything?
competes against other women
no.
for the man.
Yeah,
She
they
competes
competing
against
against each
other
other.
women for the
I guess
man.
I'm thinking about.
Heterosexual women, yes. Lesbian women, no.
Okay, I guess I'm just thinking about my day to day.
AAB,
Like,
I don't.
yeah, I'm thinking about my day to
I
day. If
think
I was
women
to get
today
up
are
and
far
get
too
ready,
selfish. I think they do everything for themselves. They don't give a shit about what anybody else
I
thinks.
think it's both.
Exactly.
I think it's some. Like some women do, and some women don't. But
That means
Even
it's their
Lizzo
fault
is crying
then.
because of
I
what
think to
other
Ikene's
people
point to
think.
say
It's
it's
not.
absolute, I think that's kind of false. I think some do and some don't. Because some people, like their day to day, they're getting just ready for themselves to get to. I don't think like every woman on her day to day, she's like, let me make sure that I'm wearing this lipstick and I brush my hair this way and I wear these jeans because on my day to day, when I'm going to the mailbox or the store or to work or coming back home, I need to look good for the opposite sex. I just don't think regular everyday women think like that on a day to day. Now
We
some
don't.
do.
Wait, so am I not regular because I think like that?
No. I'm just saying. I don't. Do you think like that
I'm
on
just
the?
asking
Hang on.
because I
Wait,
really thought it was regular.
because I think it's a leap. I think it's a leap because women in sweats who are at the grocery store or checking the mail still look attractive. They do.
Even
Do
in
you
sweats,
want to
I'm
be
making sure
regular?
my
I
face
mean,
looks really good. My hair looks cute, even in sweats, even
Yeah.
in my onesies. I make sure that I look attractive when I leave the house. For the opposite sex and the same sex, I want to look attractive. I like compliments, and I get compliments when I look attractive. And I
I
know
think
that
we
you guys
all
are gonna be
do
like,
that.
"Oh,
We
that's
all do
vain,"
that.
but
That's
most
No,
true.
people
we all
like
do that.
compliments.
We
Let's
all
just
do
be
that as
honest.
humans. We
She
all
just
like
proved my
compliments.
point.
She does it for
We
listen,
all.
her. She
y'all.
doesn't do it for anybody else. She does it
The
for
stuff
her.
that y'all are saying goes against nature. Did y'all know that?
No.
Because
No.
Don't people look
hold
attractive
on,
just
let
because
me
you want
explain.
to?
Do y'all think it's pretty idiotic when women keep birthing babies for the same pookie?
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's
When
accepted.
women birth multiple babies, especially women of like distinction, right? Women with education, and then you see the baby daddy and y'all fighting over this nigga. So remember, they're in competition with each other. And when a woman is with a competition with a man and they both know they're having sex with him, what do they subliminally do in their head? What are they trying to do? The next step. Don't lie. They're trying to have his baby. First one to have his baby wins. First one to have his junior wins.
Yeah.
It's always about a man. Like, think about it. You just want to be the most desirable one out of a group, even if it's idiotic to do so. That is what
Yes,
we
Trigger
say. This is
Mike.
natural.
We
It's
agree.
natural.
The next time y'all go out, for you single guys, when you go out, cold approach a woman. I want you to walk up to her and I want you to ask her, the clothes that you wore, the makeup that you put on, your hair, did you put that on to attract us men, and I want you to sit there and wait for her answer.
Yo,
I can guarantee.
what is
I
her
can
answer
guarantee
gonna
her
be?
answer is going to be no.
No.
I didn't do it for
Trey,
free.
I
Her
did it
answer's
for
gonna
me.
be her answer's gonna be no,
Hold on, y'all.
Trey.
Hold
Her
on, y'all.
answer may be
Women
no,
have not
but she
told
gonna
the
want you to
truth.
buy her a drink though.
Listen.
She sure
I
is.
talked to.
Because
She
that's a
gonna want you
finesse.
to
That
buy
has
her a
nothing.
drink
But
though.
that has nothing. See,
Hold
you
on.
guys keep bringing up
Trey,
something that
Trey,
doesn't matter.
Trey,
That's a
Trey.
finesse move. Of course,
Listen,
you're
y'all.
going to
Thank you,
buy a
Trey.
drink.
Listen, I'm not trying to infantilize women, but you're giving them too much credit.
Oh Jesus.
No,
Because
I know. I think you
told
guys are
you,
blind to
they
their
either
true
will
nature.
lie or they don't know who they're doing it for. They're subconsciously, they're going to say that they're doing it for themselves. Literally, they're going to do that. They're all lying. They have no idea who they do it for. Watch their natural tendencies and who they do it for.
And that what you call mental health if they
Do
keep
it
on
for
lying that
who
way.
you're
Hey, let me
attracted
ask y'all
to.
a question. Let me ask y'all a question, ladies. See if y'all
Sure.
gonna tell the truth. When you have no one to compete over, let's see, during the pandemic, when you were on lockdown, were you still putting on makeup every day?
Well, I
Yes,
don't
when
put
I
that
started
as
my
makeup during the
OnlyFans.
pandemic. That's
No.
what I
Yes,
did.
I always want
No.
attention. Yes,
You can
I
see,
don't
you are
care
an
what's going
exception.
on.
I was
Fantasy,
wearing
ain't
lip
nobody.
If
gloss.
you on OnlyFans, you don't count. We don't want to hear about it.
Wait a minute. Outside of OnlyFans, were you putting
Still
on
up here.
makeup, getting dressed every day during the
This
pandemic
is
when we were
for
on
you.
lockdown?
This is just for you.
Who's
You
on
were or you weren't?
No,
I don't wear
Exactly.
makeup like that anyway.
I
still
don't wear
on the
because
makeup
I'm
at
gonna give
all.
I was still
myself
in the apartment and
compliments
women were wearing
anyway.
makeup.
I was wearing lip
But I'll
gloss.
tell. Here's something. Here's something. Maybe you've heard about it. Maybe you haven't. But most men like respond to women in their most natural state, not really in their most caked up. Maybe at the club or some environment somewhere. But what attracts me about a woman is to see her comfortable when she doesn't care, when she's not worried about her hair or her makeup. Actually, your most attractive look for any man or maybe any average man is when you wake up in the morning and your hair's all fucked up, you have no makeup, you don't have any clothes on. That is your most desirable, natural, attractive.
Yo, the cap is
for
so
most
Wait,
men.
EBD.
Lie,
All right,
lie,
hold on, y'all. Hold
lie.
on, y'all. Hold on.
You
I
look
got a
much
question.
better when you
Wait,
fix
wait,
your
wait, wait,
face,
wait,
fix
wait,
your
wait. I got a
eyebrows,
question.
fix,
I ain't never looked.
brush your
Hold on. I got a
teeth,
question.
and
I
got
have
the
never
crust
looked
out
at
of your
a
eyes.
Hang on.
I have never
Y'all
looked
can
at a
attack
woman
it. Y'all
first
can
thing in the
attack it.
morning.
Y'all can attack
I
it.
have
But
never looked at a
go
woman
EBD,
ahead.
I'm
first
not
thing in the morning
attacking.
and
But may I
said,
say
"This is the
something
most beautiful
because
you've
I
ever
want to say
been."
something
That's
in
ridiculous.
Me neither.
Africa Pop. Go ahead. You were saying something. Go ahead.
Okay, real quick, because
You
my
guys are
baby's going to
chaotic.
be 2 months on the 6th. And I do want to speak to the point that a lady brought up earlier about, and I just finished breastfeeding, so I don't have long. My energy is gone. But I do want to speak to something that I think is very important that all of us don't think about. Being able to give birth to a child is a privilege because, some women don't come out of it. Some women are not able to have children. But this idea that, well, my body will never be the same. Your body shouldn't be the same because it went through a transformative period where you had life in you and then the life came out of you. So unfortunately, we have superficial focus and desires. Like if you, and we're
Yes.
not patient
Trey.
enough and disciplined enough to say, hey, it may take me a year, but instead of cashing out money to be temporarily have things sucked out for it to come back 3 months, 6 months later, let me be dedicated to have a disciplined lifestyle that, yes, my body I have the tummy thing she was talking about, that little flappy area. I have that may never go away. And that's fine because I know that I will eventually, if that never goes away, I think it'll be greatly reduced. But with me firming up and doing the exercise and being back to the fitness level I was before, after I've adequately taken care of my baby, that's the mindset I have. I don't worry because I was never a person who was undisciplined to get to that point where I'm just going to be obese. But the obsession of not focusing on you just gave life, you need to pour into your children, you need to eat healthily for you and your children if you're breastfeeding, and even if you're not, that is the messed up part. And again, and I'm gonna say, this may or may not be controversial, but a lot of women who have children don't want to be mothers. They want little companions. They want people that will never be able to leave them, and so I think, especially with women who focus on having these mommy makeovers, and that is if that's the the first thing that you want to do, or is that's the thing that you're inclined upon and saying, oh, this must be done, then you need to check your priorities, because that's not the most important thing, especially within the first year of giving birth.
Well, the thing is, she's had 3 children, so it obviously wasn't the first thing she's thought of. She's been a mommy for a while, and she's had her body probably getting substantially worse every pregnancy. So we can say all of these things, but I think it's cap. Most people want to be treated well by people that they see in society, and people get treated better when they're seen as attractive.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
But I'm just saying people get treated better when they're seen as attractive. And unfortunately for us, most people aren't willing to lose weight in the gym by eating right and going to the gym. They're not willing to do that shit. They're more willing to go get the surgery than to put in work. So I know why they're doing it. That's why I'm advocating for it. I've never been fat, but I know how I treat fat people. I know how I look at fat people. I'm fat phobic. So I know how they feel wanting to look. I've gotten told my whole life by fat girls. If I was skinny like you, if I was like you, if I was like you, no, I'm not scared of them, but I don't like them. Like I look at them as lesser than because they're fat, because they
that's what
society does too.
But
you're right.
The thing is, society does that too. Just like they look at me like I'm lesser than because I did OnlyFans and I support 304 culture. I accept that I get looked at as lesser than because of my choices. They have to accept that they get looked at as lesser than because of their choices. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I don't co-sign like looking at women who are 304s as quote unquote less than. I do know now that they are necessary in society and always have been.
What do you mean you support 304 culture? How did you slip that in there?
I support the 304 culture.
And right, and King's Market. No.
Yeah, I support hoes because I honestly believe if we didn't have the amount of hoes we have now, we would have more men taken. Like I'd rather.
Hell no, Fantasy. Hell no. What did you say on my show?
What?
You support what?
I think she said she supports
wait.
whole culture.
Then for them to be like, I'm not gonna have sex with anybody until my husband, and then they end up getting taken advantage of. Like that's just where I'm at with it. If we were all a chase society, we would have a lot more
assaults.
Oh wow.
No.
Wait,
no.
Yeah, let's not. I don't want to go.
This is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Public service announcement. Comments sent are no longer common. Not everybody have common sense.
Hold on, y'all. Toxic Trey is getting on my nerves, and Fantasy just got on my goddamn nerves. First $50 super chat for either of them gets them kicked off the goddamn panel. Fuck that.
I didn't say it. I was just trying to figure
Yeah, I wanted to say. I wanted to ask a question.
What the hell is happening?
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead,
For
Chris.
the women that said they don't get surgery, put on makeup, extensions, all this stuff, they don't do it for their men, they do it for themselves. If you do it for yourself, why don't you just go outside your natural beauty, your natural state? Because for me personally, you put all that extra stuff on and you say you're doing it for yourself. Sounds like to me you got some type of low self-esteem. You're not really doing it for yourself. You're doing it for attention. You're doing it for a compliment. You're doing it to be noticed by somebody. If you do it for
that's
yourself,
what Fantasy just said.
It is the attention. It is the attention.
I like options.
So no. I'm saying that for those in the comment section, although I'm not looking at the comment section. Like, if you're willing to do it for yourself, you don't need all this extra stuff on you. If you're really doing it for yourself, you're just lying to yourself. We've been seeing it. We're just waiting for you to come to realization that I'm a fucking liar. I'm doing it so someone can look at me.
Yeah, the going under the knife seems to be because women seem to seek security from affirmation, right? How many likes they get, what kind of clothes they wear, the makeup. That's when you're taking all the pictures. That's all the angles and all that. You're doing it for the likes. You find the security in affirmation. Men find we seek confirmation through results, right? The concrete, putting in the work, going to the gym, and then seeing the results. And we take a picture of the muscles of after putting in the hard work. It's the same way for our job. It's the same way for everything that we acquire. That's the confirmation. We get the tangible results to show you, right? But the looks, the aesthetics of a woman, they're always change. It's an always changing dynamic, right? Because how you look when you were 20 is not how you look when you've had a child when you were 20. It's not how you look when you've grown a little older, when you're 25 going to 30. Like your body changes, but our desires and our attraction doesn't.
And that's why she needs the surgery. Her body changes, need to go get the surgery.
A good woman does not need anything.
Well, you can't
Oh my God!
Well, stop.
Everybody
on this panel, stop. I just heard some bullshit. Some bullshit. Everybody stop talking. Somebody said if your body changes, you need to go get some surgery. If your body's changing, take your ass to the gym.
Oh, please. Stop.
No, everybody stop talking. Because the gym, hold on. Bro, let me see. There you go. I prove my point. He in the feelings. I prove my point.
Nope. Because
Dr. Trey.
Stop. All you fat body dudes are not taking your own advice. I see a ton
I know. I know you ain't got to look me.
Wait a minute. Chris, didn't we see you last time it came up? Weren't you at the gym?
Yes, that's what I said. Does somebody want to tell him?
You were at he was at Trey. You're talking to Chris.
I'll do your whole better. Not only was I at the
gym, CBN.
I know you go to the gym every day. I give you that.
Every day. I go to the gym.
So you go to the gym
so do I. What are you talking about?
Hold on. This is not about you,
Christopher. This is
not
about
y'all the exception and not the rule. Y'all know the men are fat.
The majority of men are overweight. You don't even take your own advice. Take your own advice first.
I go to the gym.
Wait. One thing that men know.
Just like y'all don't care if we go to the gym and we still got a flat ass. Y'all, we don't care if you go to the gym and you're still fat. You're still fat. Going to the gym or not.
Yeah, but going to the gym is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Going to the gym is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. It is you deciding. Wait. It is you deciding, right? That maybe you don't like something about yourself. Maybe somebody else told you, but you've decided. You made a conscious decision to do this thing, and it's hard.
Take your own advice.
No one like going to the gym all the time.
The goose is good for the game.
I go to the gym for anger management.
Hold on, Trigger, before you jump in. Go to the gym unless before the doctor tells you need to go to the gym. Because by the time the doctor tells you that, it's already too late.
It's too late.
You at the gym getting
it's too late. It's too late.
Yeah. But also you're eating, guys.
I'll be honest. I go to the gym for two things.
Yeah.
For anger management and to lose my temper.
Cap, you don't go to the gym. Stop lying.
Hold on.
I don't go to the gym. Unless you can outlift me,
we gotta have the intelligent conversation.
You look fat as hell.
Hold
even
on.
if you go to the gym.
Hold on.
So even if you go to the gym, you're not eating right.
I ain't fat as hell.
You look Lizzo fat. You don't
not kill a man.
CBN. I gotta say this. Fantasy Island girl. Man, you guys chill, man. Let's talk about it again.
Just don't work.
I don't know why people take my around. Bring your behind here. Go to the MMA gym. When I body slam a couple of times and I break your spinal cord, don't play anymore. Please. I am hungry to body slam people right now.
No, CBN is an athlete, so that is a natural build for his athleticism. So
let's just
Fantasy Island, let's continue.
We're having two separate conversations a little bit, but if we're going to talk about from a health standpoint, shit, everybody's fat. We all need to do better.
Yes.
All right, so that's just the bare bones of it. Nobody can dispute that, right? We're all overweight and/or obese and have to do better. What we are talking about on this particular topic is the people's propensity to cheat. All right, to cheat because yes, get your ass in the gym and do it the right way. I think Lady Di said it last night, which was a very good way to put it. She said, "You know how much work it actually is and how much money you spent to get that fat." So you should be able to do the work to get it off. We spend a hell of a lot of money on fast food. All y'all fucking brunch photos. I see all that
Uber
shit.
Eat, DoorDash.
Exactly.
She can get the surgery first and then work out afterwards. It still works. It's the same concept.
It don't go that way, Trey.
No,
you goddamn right, Money Muse. You goddamn right.
Doesn't go that way.
I don't like it because I ain't been to the gym.
It goes that way all the time
exactly
because you have to start working out afterwards, or you're gonna go back to fatty McFat. So you have to get in the gym.
Fantasy,
Trey,
but you
you
have
got-
to have the
Trey, you
mentality.
got
You don't have the
stopped in plastic
mentality
surgery,
if you're
don't you?
going to DoorDash. Your mentality has to change first before
Exactly.
you
The
even think
Africa
about
Pop,
going.
that's why they have to go 2-3 times getting the same surgery, because they will not do the work they have to do that you keep saying do before the surgery. They ain't doing it after. Even though they're supposed to.
They're not. I mean, something
They're
has to
supposed to
change.
do it. At no point are they doing it. So what are we going to do to advocate for more people in the gym? Because when we talk about people in the gym, people say, shut up, I don't care about that. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to eat right. I don't want to eat no salad.
No,
I don't want to look like you, bitch. You
so-
look skinny. You
so-
look like you on crack.
Hold on,
Blah, blah, blah.
Fantasy.
Like,
Hold on,
that's
hold
the
on,
shit we
hold
get
on.
from the fat people.
We don't have to do
You
anything.
right.
Remember, one of the long-standing resolutions on these panels is that society is going to correct itself, and unfortunately, this occurrence is one of those things that's going to be cemented in history. Like, God damn, it happened. Oh, it happened again, and it happened again. Let me tell you what one of my surgeon friends told me. A black surgeon in the Houston area. He's upset that his wife quit her job. She was a high-powered lawyer out here in the area. Quit cold turkey. Took her name off the door and everything at her law firm. He is a good surgeon. He doesn't want to be just a paid surgeon. He wants to be a good surgeon. And I was like, what do you mean? He said, the more you have to work as a surgeon, the more likely you are to make a mistake. So now all of the popularity of all of these surgeries and everybody going out to get it is going to lead to complications. They're rushing through it. The anesthesiologists aren't paying attention. You see what I'm saying? So he's like, all you're going to see is a bunch of mishaps and sentinel events, people dying during and having adverse reactions, people leaving instruments in them and all type of shit, and people dying from it, and until it happens to the point where it hits a fever pitch and people be like, all right, I'm scared to do it now. And that's how it's going to essentially correct itself. It's going to
we have let dumb women.
Yeah, it's going to be desirable until it's no longer desirable anymore. And then we're going to have to get back to the gym and do it the natural way, because nobody's going to want the outcome that this unfortunate woman, like literally, if we got back to being like a sensitive society, because I'm not gonna lie, I've heard the word mommy makeover in my circles. All I'm gonna do is, and I encourage fathers to do this, turn that woman's head to her children. If you die on that table, what happens to them? Most women gonna be like, oh shit, well damn. I'm like, all right, what you want? We can pay for the boot camp, we can pay for the personal trainer, we can do, but like, what do you want to do? I will help with that. So once we get back to being that type of society that doesn't look for the shortcut, we'll get back to it. I'm sure we will.
Hey, I got
Mike,
a question.
Send them
I got
to
a serious
me.
question.
Send all the mommies to me. I'll get them together.
I love
a serious
that.
question. Does life insurance cover a death in an elective surgery?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I promise you it doesn't. I promise you it doesn't.
I don't think so.
They know how to fine print the hell out of that shit. They know
Before you can get life insurance, you have to sign a bunch of waivers and you have to disclose all medical information. So when you die underneath a knife, before you even go underneath the knife, you're signing another slew of waivers, and they have to contact your actual insurance and let them know, hey, they're going under the knife, this is the percentage, all that goes between them and them before anybody starts cutting anything.
Let me ask y'all a question because I dated a woman one time, and she had A cups, right? She's always had a flat chest her entire life.
Not Trey with the A cups. Go ahead.
No, she had a bubble. She had a bubble, so that we were good. We
See?
were good, but
he told you he ain't care.
But she had A cups, and the reason why she went and got breast augmentation, is because she said she never felt like a woman. Like she always felt like she was missing something. So what would you say? What would you say to a woman
coming off her back? She ain't feel like a woman.
Yes, because
it's her head, Trey. It's her head. It's her head.
I rest my case. It starts with your feelings.
Let me finish. I can understand where she's coming from in the sense of, because she said she would wear certain clothes, and the clothes wouldn't fit her a certain way, right? And obviously she's around other women, and she sees other women with breasts and stuff. You know what I mean? Like she's feeling inadequate. She's feeling.
I literally was her.
Do you know
what she's feeling?
So
that's exactly how I was feeling.
You
do not feel like a woman. You do not feel like a lady. You feel like a little ass girl.
Let me just say this, Trey, because not only do I believe you, this is who said it? It was King Spark. Women are never freaking satisfied, and they don't know what they want. Do you know what all? Because I date women with I've dated women with big ass titties. I'm a titty guy. I grew up around white people for a long time. So before I became an ass guy, I was a titty guy. Do you know what all the women with super big ass titties are trying to do?
Get an ass.
They're trying to cut them shit off.
Reduction.
So they can not look like sluts and look like regular people in shirts. So they don't know what they want. I want big titties. No, I want small titties. Like literally, it's a never-ending cycle.
No, you guys aren't even understanding the issue fully, and that's why you're trying to make them seem very similar, but they're actually very different. The women that have boobs that look nice, they're not trying to get them cut off. But the women that have boobs that are really, really, really huge, really, really heavy, and they've been dealing with those heavy boobs their entire life, those are the women that are usually going out there and cutting them off. The ones that they're like, girl, don't do it. I always love your titties. Those girls are sick of it because they've been struggling with the weight of them their whole lives. That's different. Wait, that's different from. That's different from. That's different from women. Okay.
When I say I dated girls with big titties, I mean I dated so many of them that like 4 of them have had breast reductions. And you know the common occurrence with every single one of them, they ended up not liking it after they did it. So it's almost more of a testament to say, leave your body the way God created it.
Trigger Mike, that's a good question.
You may not even like the alteration you make to it.
I got a question too
because
for
they
everybody.
have unrealistic. Sorry.
Why? Not just it's just one simple question. Like, why is that nobody is satisfied with how they're born anymore?
Exactly.
What the
That's
fuck
really
has
what it comes
happened?
back to, bro.
Because ain't nobody getting praised for how they're born anymore. That's why.
You're not
no one is getting praised for how they're born anymore. Yes, you are. That's a lie. More women are getting praised for being. More women are getting praised for and attention for being augmented than they are for being ugly naturals. Ugly naturals. That's what I'm talking about.
Are you
even average?
She had all this work. And she's still unhappy.
Yeah, and she looks much better now than she looked before.
She
looks much better now than she looked before.
And in terms of the value system,
but she was low value compared to her sister from the beginning.
Let me ask you a question. Where do you rank praise and attention as importance in your life day to day?
I don't know, but it's important. I don't know what it is, but it's
1 to 10. 1 to 10. Where is it? 1 being the highest, 10 being the least.
That are important to me. You saying?
Yeah, if you had 10 things that
are
are
you trying to compare it
day to day?
I know it's important to me.
I'm not trying to compare.
It doesn't matter if it's a ranking.
What I'm saying,
it's important to me.
What I'm saying is that well, we need to make a distinction of what's really important. The fact that it exists, that you want something to be a certain way, that's fine. But how important is that for you to actually risk your life to change it?
It was
right, just like a broke dude.
I did it.
But look, just like
so
a
you're
broke
asking
dude,
me,
right?
and I literally did.
I get you. I heard what you said, and I heard all the things you said about the culture and all the fans, and everything is just fine. I understand it, but that's just like a dude that's broke. Okay, it's a dude that's broke, and you say, "Well, damn, why'd you rob the bank?" He said, "Well, shit, I needed money. It's important to me." It's like, yeah, it is important, but is the juice worth the squeeze? Is what you gotta ask yourself now.
People don't realize that until years. People don't realize how the cost of it until years later, because we're so in the short term. We're so looking for the instant gratification. Honestly, all of these are just more addictive behaviors that haven't been identified as being addicted, because again, we're looking for like the toxic guy, the really fine guy, the tall guy. All of that is just instant gratification. You get your high, and then you're looking for the next high. And what happens is, because that doesn't satisfy, you're always going to look for the next thing until certain people start thinking of, you know what, I'm looking for discipline. I'm looking for the long game. I know that what I want, my immediate impulses, gratifications, I cannot turn into those things, my urges or whatever, because what is, like you said, what is the most important? For me, what's most important is my husband, my children, the relationships that I have, the relationship I have with God. Those are the top priority. And when all of those things are in place, my look, my weight, my eating, all of that will fall in line. Because my relationship with my husband, I want to look good for him. I want to be there for my children. That means I have to care about my health. If I care about my health, that means I have to care about what I put in my body. If I care about my body, that means I have to care about where I'm going to. All of those, like, if you analyze what is important to people, then for me, I ask questions on why is that important? What are you thinking of? And like you said, if looks are the top priority, then what is behind it being the top priority? Is it superficial or is it for the long haul? And a lot of people are not thinking that far ahead or even asking themselves those questions.
I agree.
Yeah, I think King Spark had a good question. Like, is it worth the squeeze? Right.
I disagree.
So we're talking about results, right? You go under the knife, you get the BBL, you get the surgery, you come out after, you look great, you got the mirror, then you start wearing new clothes, you got to get a whole new line of clothes. You look good, and you go out. What are you going to do with it? Are you just going to sit at home or sit at the office? I think you're going to take your new body.
You're going to go out. You're going to go outside. And when you go outside, you're going to get compliments everywhere you go. When you can fit everything, when you can go in the mall or go in a store and everything that's on there, you can fit something there and it looks good on you, it gives you a different type of confidence.
Yes.
I'm speaking from experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, I value it a lot. I value getting compliments from old ladies, getting compliments from old men, getting compliments from young fine men. I value it. Getting
Fantasy
compliments from women.
You told on
I
yourself.
value it.
You know what you're not.
Wait. But you guys are missing the people that are invisible, that beg for attention and do not get it. And most of them are fat and unattractive looking. So you're telling those people, oh, it doesn't matter about attention when you get attention. I would never say that to nobody. I get a lot of attention and I value it.
Fantasy.
And if you want it, you should get it.
We are doing something that's very detrimental.
Okay,
I really hope
y'all gotta go. Baby's crying. I love y'all guys. See y'all later.
All right, have a good one.
All right.
Hey,
Can
Mike.
you mute me, Trigger Mike? Because my mute button isn't working.
Hold on, you're doing a lot of shit that I hope little girls don't take to. Nobody is entitled to that attention.
Nobody's entitled to it, but everybody wants attention from people. What are you talking about?
You know what I know what it's accounting for? You know what you guys are not accounting for? You're not accounting for all the fine ass women that we disqualify just because of their attitude. That shit ain't nothing. It's so many fine ass women, fine as hell, and as soon as they open their mouth, we're like, hell, fuck no, never no, and move on. So where did the little BBL get you? Where did the titty job? It didn't get you nothing because you're still the same damn person. So if you ain't shit before the boob job, you ain't gonna be shit after.
After the boob job.
But if you are a good girl and you just have to do that,
okay, King Spark, that logic works the other way too. If she has a great personality before, and she gets a boob job, and she's more appealing and more attractive, that would make me want to talk to you even more because she has a great personality and she's more attractive.
Thank you, Trey, for being honest.
Ways, King Spark.
No, it doesn't.
But I would say, hold on. Let me respond to it.
Thank you for being honest, Trey, before they get.
Let me respond to it, though. Let me respond to it.
Hold on, y'all.
If you got
this is the part that I think is very dangerous. We are not relating, so we're acting like these things happen and there is no psychological consequences or anything that happened in between there. Remember, when women, this is not a zero-sum type thing. I just got my boobs done. I got Botox. I got a BBL. I'm the same person. No, this is usually accompanied with some kind of narcissism, wanting to be something for some man, like they keep saying or whatever, and it not working out and them feeling like they shouldn't have got it. Goddamn it, what's her name? Black China out here trying to reclaim her virtue because naturally she felt like she made a mistake and she gets the wrong kind of attention. So y'all keep talking about everybody wants attention, but do you not know that attracts the wrong type of attention, which women are on YouTube complaining about every fucking day?
Trey, tell me about that cap. Trey, what cap you talking about, Trey?
Tell me
about the cap, Trey.
I've been quiet for a while.
She's getting treated the way she's getting treated because she was a hoe for so long.
Let me speak. Hold on. I have been quiet for a while. Let me speak.
Tell me about some cap.
Sugar Mike, There's another
You
thing
know,
that
I'm
you
right
have
here
not
on
mentioned.
Georgia Ave. There ain't
One
nothing
thing you have
cap
not
about
mentioned,
my
talking
life.
about
You can pull up,
there
Poppy.
have been a
You can
hold
pull
on
up,
that
pull up.
there
You
have
can
been a
pull up.
growing trend
It's
of
an hour
Ain't
drive.
nothing
Come on.
cap about
hold
my
on.
life, kid.
Oh,
You
that
can
was
pull
Simple
up.
like this.
rude. Come on.
The one thing you forgot to talk about that there be a growing trend of people who have BBL are not taking it out because of medical complication, where they getting real bad, and they're not mentioning out there. Some are telling the truth, others keeping quiet because you know why? They went to the doctor. Doctor said, if you don't take it out, you got X amount of time to live. But the thing's killing you from inside out. You gotta flush your system because of whatever toxin that came out for the silicone. This is why I have no mercy, no patience for people who want to go under the knife. Because if you go do something, it's like a ticky bomb, and you put it on yourself, and years later, the doctor tell you, I got a bad news. Since you had this thing, that toxin went down to your spinal cord, went to your brain. If you don't get the thing taken out of, because if you don't get the thing cleaned out of your system, you might die in less than a year.
I mean,
What
really,
the
what
point
it
of
comes
doing
down
such
to is
thing?
that a large majority of our women today are suffering from narcissistic personality disorder.
That's mental
This is
health,
why
big time.
this is why I said this has
Oh,
grown.
man.
This has grown to be something far beyond what men have enabled, like Trey said. Remember, I said, Trey, I couldn't completely disagree with you. We are complicit in a part of it. They have taken this shit to the launch pad and gone to space with it. No man, because literally against every advice and influence of a man, they're still doing this shit. I say I don't like it. I like natural women. Women are still like, but I need a mommy makeover. I need a breast lift. I'm like, excuse me? I don't like it. You look better without makeup. You look more natural. I'm clapping. Am I telling a woman to go put on makeup on so I can clap her cheeks, or am I looking at the cheeks? Like, come on.
You're looking at the cheeks, and if the cheeks don't look good, you're complaining about that. And most women's cheeks don't look good, is what I'm trying to explain to you. They
And
don't
they
look
still get
good.
clapped.
You're
They
ignoring
still get
them. They
clapped.
have
They
no
still get
confidence.
clapped.
Wait,
They still get
It's
clapped.
not in your place as
They
a
have
woman
no
to say. It's
confidence.
us to
Wait,
say.
they have no confidence because they are unattractive, and some use it as a defense mechanism. They are mean. So when they get the surgeries and they finally look the way they need to look to get the attention, if they only had a better attitude, they've already built up that callous, mean, snipey attitude from being ignored or being treated badly. Some people would rather be treated badly than be ignored.
Wow.
Let me read this super chat. Then we're gonna get a mirror on here because I know she's about to firebomb
Please
all the
mute
ladies
me.
on this shit. No worries. See through. $5. Everybody wants attention. I want attention, but in moderation. I can't take too much attention. In fact, I get annoyed with too much attention. All right. Amira, what's up? And then after Amira, we're gonna get final thoughts.
Hey guys, I was listening to your conversation, and can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was listening to the conversation, and I saw that you guys were talking about looks and women's attitudes. I noticed that a lot of women are starting to look the same today. All women are starting to look alike because it's a very similar look that everybody is going for. And as for personalities, I mean, we all know that everyone's personalities are worse today than they used to be before because no one is humble anymore. Everyone thinks that they're a queen or better than everyone. So I don't know how you guys think about that. I mean, as for the cheeks comment, I'll reserve my opinion on that. I'll just leave that there.
Yeah, you don't know nothing about cheeks, man.
Cheeks.
Apparently, I
Damn,
don't.
you can develop lupus from surgery? Damn, Cardi B talked about
That is my point. So you want to continue to go BBL? Please continue. You have less dumb people to worry about.
Look, society.
I'm
Look,
being vicious.
this is actually very true. Nature has the ultimate say. But I love how we talk about this stuff like there is absolutely like cause. I'm sorry, like an effect has no cause. Like I love how we act like, oh, let me just get a little surgery, let me get a little boob lift, a little butt lift, and it's all gonna be all good. This shit is gonna have natural consequences for society at large if you are doing it at this rate.
And y'all let
Like,
interview a woman who did that and
It
she
is.
was leaking
You're
down
right.
her leg. She had to pull all those things out. So, like I said, if you want to kill yourself doing that,
Wait,
please
so
be my guest.
This is the part that got
But
me.
you guys got to start giving
Right.
them attention when their bodies don't look good.
We
then.
don't. Nobody is entitled. So first off, that is a disingenuous statement.
It sure is.
Because I just said
Sure
men,
is.
most men that are married to a woman, like no matter what she looks like just go out and start looking at wives. This is why, in fact, for the men that are married,
No, I'm gonna
have
go
you
out
ever
and
had
start
a
looking
woman
at
at
wedding
work?
photos.
Hold on, y'all. Have you ever had a woman at work that loves to compete
That's what happens.
with a married man's wife, basically because they think they look better than her? They're like, wifey ain't that, or they say something like, wifey ain't that bad, because he loved the woman, not necessarily just her body. He loved every part of that woman. Her boobs are medium, her butt is medium, but the woman is amazing. Most dudes ain't married.
And to
Yeah,
what
but if she's
and to what
not,
Amir
if she's
said,
not, if she's overweight, if she's fat, he's not saying, "Oh, I love her just like this." He's saying, "I wish she would lose the weight." You know what's easier than going to the gym, going under the knife and tossing the coin.
Fantasy. Hold on, fantasy.
You know what else
Are
those
you
dudes are doing?
saying that you are
They're
enabling?
cheating.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you saying that
I'm
fat
not
ass women
enabling.
of
I'm
marriage age
understanding.
should be getting? We should marry them fat? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying y'all didn't marry them fat. Y'all wouldn't marry them fat, and y'all aren't marrying them fat. All the wedding photos
we
I
value,
see,
hold on.
they look good. They look good when they're
Hold
getting
on.
married.
Who
They
the fuck
look
told you that?
fine.
Who
These
the fuck
ladies.
told you that?
I look at the pictures. What are you talking about? Who the fuck told you that? I look at the weddings. I look at our Payne. I look at what's their Lady Di. I look at their wedding photos. And I look at how they look in them, and they look fine. They look fit. They look better. So when they end up looking fat, that's not what they would have gotten married at. So these fat women are not going to get married if they don't lose the weight and start looking how y'all wives look when y'all married them. Fine as fuck. That's why y'all married them. Be honest.
So are you saying that women should lose weight to keep their man?
They should lose weight to keep their man. Absolutely. If you fat and you already have a man and you got that man when you were fit and fine, you absolutely need to lose weight to keep your man. And if you're a man and do the same, you need to lose weight to keep your woman, because some fine ass woman will cheat on your
All right, so
fat
let
ass.
me be real.
I'm just saying. And you're gonna cry. You're gonna feel sad.
Let me be real. Everybody needs to be healthy for their own life. Literally, your life is worth keeping. You need to be healthy. But the bad part is that when we stop doing the equality thing, fat ass niggas don't have a problem getting women out here. I'm just sorry. It's not.
It's
No,
not
but they have a problem getting cheated on.
It's fantasy.
We're talking about getting cheated on. He's gonna get cheated on, and that's a problem for y'all.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is gonna get cheated on. What are you talking about? No, he's not. Yes, he is. What are you talking about? Y'all know that we're cheating. Y'all pointed out all the time that women cheat more, we lie more.
She said
So your
weird
fat ass
cheating.
is gonna get cheated on by
She said
a
weird
finer
cheating.
man.
Did she say we are cheating?
We, women, I can't exclude myself.
Emotional
If I were
damage.
married and my
Jesus
man got
Christ.
fat as fuck, I probably would be unattracted to him. I wouldn't want to fuck him.
Jesus.
I wouldn't want to have sex with him at all.
Hey, look, this is a public service. I got public service
And I'm not
announcement.
gonna break up the family like you guys say, so I'm just gonna
I
cheat.
got public service announcement that we, first of all, this is to what Amira said though. Men, actually, we are tired of y'all looking the same. We're tired of the same furry ass eyelashes. We're tired of Jacky 52, and we're tired of that thick, caked up ass makeup on. Looks like y'all are melting in the sun in the
Amir,
summertime.
he is not speaking for all men.
Well, we're tired of that.
I think he's
and we
right.
want you, and
I
we
think he's
want you to
wrong,
be.
and I'm
We
a man.
want you to. We want you were a cop. You know, questionable. We want you to be unique and natural in any way that you can be that way. That's
No, we
what we
don't.
want as
No,
men.
we don't.
Unless you're
No, we
fat.
don't.
That's all I got.
Because you know why? You know why?
Unless
Because
you're fat.
I see these women when they walk down the aisle on their wedding days. Ain't nothing natural. They're misrepresenting themselves on their wedding day.
Yep.
Fake hair, lashes, makeup. They got Spanx on. They got all types of shit on. They're misrepresenting themselves on their wedding day. We don't want real. We don't want real. That's not what we want.
Hey,
We
look,
want
you may be
a
right,
fantasy.
but look, I gotta get out of here, y'all. It's Friday.
All right.
Time to start the day.
All right,
Hold it
sir.
down. Nice seeing y'all.
Bye,
Well, let
King
me just finish up with the final thoughts, because that's where we're at. So for me,
I gotta go too, guys.
All right. All right,
Yes.
we'll check you later.
All the toxicity lead the panel. Trey, you could go too. Hold on.
Now, just to wrap it up real quick, because we're doing final thoughts. So let me just get my little 30-second thing in, and then I'll drop as well. I'm just saying, like, your typical average man wants a real woman, and a real woman is natural and natural attraction. The laws of attraction have not changed since forever, right? You have to go all the way back and count on our biology rather than the modern society, because back then, without the makeup, without the gym, without the this and the that in the facilities, without the knife, doctor cut them up, we were attracted to natural women. That's men, straight from jump. Yep. So that nothing has changed but the weather. Now there are certain men that are looking for, the Barbie doll that's all plastic. That's fine, but I don't see that. I don't see men making this huge dynamic shift to saying, well, we don't want the natural anymore. We want more of the fake. I don't see that. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
And let me just say this to what you said, because that was real fact. And ladies, this is actually something for you. Please understand the importance in a way a man wants you. Just like Trey said that these women are getting tons of stuff liked on their pics, there is a difference between what we want to play with and what we will commit to. Okay, so yes, these women are out putting themselves out as playthings. That is what they're doing. So it is normal now to take a picture in your underwear, in a thong, and turn around in front of the mirror. That is actually pretty disgusting, and we made it normal. So men are naturally attracted to flesh. We're not even supposed to see it. It's supposed to be an intimate experience. Y'all made it normal to see it flipping through your phone at work. That's supposed to be something that's very intimate. Men are going to look. Some men are going to like. But the question is, will men marry that? All right, so
let me see my final thought.
There are a lot of insecure, immature. I don't care how much money a man got, he can still be immature. And the funniest thing that I realize is that man that wants that toy of a wife, he's actually very insecure about her. And some of those women have a problem with these men not taking them out into serious spaces. Drake put it in his song once. Got a girl ass so big that it's partly embarrassing. I dated a girl like that once. Like literally, I could not
all the way to the front.
Literally, I could not last 2 minutes behind that. I'm not even gonna lie. Hand to God. So big that when we went out, I was
2
like,
minutes
God
doing
damn,
what?
everybody's going to look at this. It's embarrassing, right?
Wait, you said you couldn't last 2 minutes.
Having sex, Amira.
Never mind.
So I'm just saying,
don't crash your car.
So
Amira, pay attention.
Sorry.
Yeah, we need you safe and sound, not hurt.
Focus.
Let me do my final thought real quick.
She really said
attention
that. 2
from
minutes.
men.
Actually, the car drives itself. Really, the car drives itself. So
All attention from men is not good attention. All right. So men, do not allow men to treat you like a plaything just because you're getting attention from them in a sexual manner. Do not confuse sexual attention with relationship or commitment, love, marriage attention. They are not the same thing. Anybody else? Please go. Final thought.
Yeah, but if you don't, I'll say this. If you don't want marriage and you don't want serious relationships, go get your surgery.
Oh Jesus.
Let me just say this. Let me say this real quick. My final thought.
I can't
take this. I'm speaking.
You know what? Trey will wife you. There's always hope. Trey will wife you. He'll take you all on.
Let me say what I'm saying, because
bed full of silicone dripping out of people's pores.
For the past 5 to 7 years, there have been a lot of crazy illness coming from BBL. People are not paying attention to.
Yep.
And people are losing their life behind it.
It usually comes out in the form of cancer, does it not?
And this is why I say what I said. What is not natural should not be in your body, period. If you go on a night with your life, that means you turn yourself to a time bomb. I told my wife that before we got married, if the moment you get a BBL, the moment I will completely disappear from you. I wouldn't want to be responsible having to stress myself for the fact that you decided to go under the knife. And not only you had BBL, you indirect with another sickness that may not be able to get cured because of what you just did to yourself. What the point of doing that for what? That means you have low self-esteem, you have insecurity issues, you don't love yourself enough. If you truly love yourself, you will embrace yourself. Nobody here is perfect. So you gotta go online trying to be perfect. I look at you like you're a complete clown. That is straight up wisdom. I don't need clown around me. I need real people. If I wanted plastic, I'm being dead honest. I'll go to toy or call Japan. Give me a full plastic woman, and I'll be better off that way.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I just realized this whole week, right? I finally came up with the conclusion that majority of men and women have adopted the prostitution mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem.
I really believe that, because this is like I was in the country, so I lost signal earlier, but I listened to everywhere everybody was saying.
And this why
the fact that we got men and women sitting here supporting this bullshit when y'all know the effects of this shit is detrimental, is insane. And then y'all got the nerve to talk about fat niggas and all this other shit. But then want the best outcome. I gotta have the best wife. I gotta have the best cars, but you ain't living nothing. You out here preaching religion and all this other bullshit, and then you got the whole house the next day. Like, y'all gotta stop this bullshit.
Chucker, the reason why I said I don't follow society norm.
Community, I'm gonna say this: our community is septic as fuck. Like, it don't make no freaking sense. The fact that we can see here and see here and think this is okay. Like, yo, this is people's daughters that's out here dying. Matter of fact, not only they getting on the planes and they ain't got no more wheelchairs and shit like that, but they also losing organs. They coming home.
But guess what? They don't want to listen. Those girls know all this shit before they went into that surgery. They were informed. They read the books. They read everything. You can only do so much for a freaking adult. You can't force an adult, because most of these people, some people knew that drinking and drunk driving is not good, but guess what? They still drunk drive.
Mr. Ikane, I agree, and it's crazy because when the consequences hit their ass, then they want to start preaching, "Oh Lord, please save me now, Lord Jesus."
That's right.
That's down the third. Like, no, you should have thought about that shit 10 years ago when your husband sat there and begged you and told you not to do it, but your dumb ass did it
That's
anyway.
right. That's
Now
right.
you about to live your life.
You know what? Some of y'all dudes need surgery. Actually, a lot of y'all are fat, and y'all need to go under the knife.
You know what? You correct. You correct. No, Trey, you are correct. You say some of you surgery. You need a brain
surgery.
surgery.
Here talk about somebody fat and you fat. That don't make any sense.
You need a brain surgery. You're correct.
You got a brain surgery. You look like the nigga from Star Trek right now.
I gotta go get my
So stop
baby.
playing
But,
yourself.
they talking about penile. Hold on, I gotta get out of here. But they talking about penile implants in the chat.
Yeah, Mira.
Yeah, now imagine
black
that, Trigger
men.
Mike. Imagine if their husbands had to get these surgeries, these penile surgeries, and then 10 years later, he went from a size 9 to a size 3. None of those motherfucking females.
If you are a man willing to let a doctor go near Mr. Johnson with a knife, you an idiot. You are an idiot.
Crazy.
All right.
All right, Amir.
I'll be
Everybody, I
like
gotta get out of here.
I
I gotta
like
get out of here,
Trey.
y'all.
Anyway.
Man.
Bye, guys.
I'll catch y'all on the next one on Monday. Let me get this one. See Through says everybody wants attention. I read that one already. Thank y'all for coming through to the Trigger Mike show today. It's been an awesome Trigger Mike Friday. We actually gonna do late afternoon or maybe on some days even on Friday too. I like late afternoon because I had meetings and shit all day, early in the morning and stuff. So thank y'all for coming through. This was one hell of a topic, ladies. Please, this is not, we play around on the panels and whatnot, but this is serious stuff. This is serious business. Please understand that we got to have real discussions about safety. Don't even think about anything that was said here. Look at those 3 kids in the thumbnail and ask yourself, is it worth leaving your children behind? Every time you go under the knife, you take a risk. For cosmetic elective surgery, for the way your body looks, I don't think that's a good enough excuse for your children to be without a parent. All right, on some real stuff. We joke around a lot, but we're serious people trying to do serious things. I love each and every one of y'all in the chat. Thank y'all for coming through, even the trolls. Your opinion is appreciated. Make sure you super chat and super thanks after the show. Tonight, we got a She Critique coming on the Lapeef Experience channel. If you are not subscribed to the Lapeef Experience channel, go over there right now and subscribe. Go ahead and hit the like button. Smash that like button on your way out and get us all the way up to 200. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. We will be back on Monday. She Critique tonight, a very dope topic tonight. I just forgot what it was, but I'll be on that show late, and we're going to make it do what it do. I'm out, y'all. Peace.